Boom, boom, boom. Well, we're live here at Central Lyon High School Auditorium. Craig Johnson alongside Kenny Schilling.
How you doing, Craig?
Hey, doing good.
Good.
It's been too long, man. I feel like a whole day has gone by.
I hear you.
And we're about 12 minutes from starting lineups and tip-off and all of that. Girls are out here warming up. We're here for a doubleheader, a Siouxland Conference matchup between Central Lyon and George Little Rock. It's interesting because some of the sports these two schools combine for, and basketball is not one of them. So it's kind of a friendly rivalry, but it can get very competitive.
Yeah, it's tough on the kids because it is a friendly rivalry, but each team wants bragging rights, of course, and it can definitely get physical, no doubt about it.
There's no doubt, and I think especially, I think the girls share maybe what sport?
They share softball. Yep.
So that doesn't happen for quite a few months yet. So it's about every other season they share a sport.
And cross country, I believe.
So they do share some camaraderie in some sports, and they have a good, healthy rivalry in others. This is one of the rivalry sports here, and it'll be fun to see what happens here tonight. I believe Central Lyon's got an overall record of 7-1, if I'm not mistaken, and our girls have a 5-3 record, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be a fierce rivalry, a great game we're expecting to see tonight, and looking forward to bringing you all the live action.
Yep.
So before we get started, I'll play an intro to give you some ways you can share this broadcast with your friends and family. Anyone who's out of town can't make it, you can share it with them. We were just talking about the web address. It's youcanhear.us/GLR, and chances are if you're listening, you're probably already there. But we have a phone number. Did you have that written down on a piece of paper somewhere? There it is, 619-550-0711. If you don't have a real smart phone and want to just dial in a long-distance number and listen, you can use that. Again, that's 619-550-0711. And that's not a call to talk to the hosts or anything number. That's just call to listen.
Unfortunately.
And we also have a Facebook page, GLR Radio, and a Twitter feed. We aren't probably going to be sending a whole lot out during the game here tonight on the Twitter feed. But we are looking forward to bringing a great live broadcast, and we'll do all the best job we can to bring you the play-by-play action. So right back after a short station ID bit here from GLR Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GLR Radio Network. We're getting ready to begin within the next 60 seconds or so. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of the GLR Varsity Basketball Doubleheader. I'd like to thank our sponsors for bringing us here to bring this broadcast to you. If you'd like this broadcast, we'd like you to thank our sponsors too. As always, we'll do our best to bring you the live action, and we'd ask that you tell a friend or two. Our web address is www.youcanhear.us/GLR. That's right, you can hear us on www.youcanhear.us/GLR. Find us on Facebook.com/GLR Radio, or get our free radio app on your phone by texting GLR to 72727. If you'd like to use your phone to dial in and listen, simply dial 619-550-0711, and we'll come right through the phone to you. Thanks again for tuning in. We hope you enjoy tonight's ball games. You're listening to the GLR Radio Network.
And we want to thank you for tuning in to the GLR Radio Network. Good grief, it's been a real blast so far. We're probably about a third of the way into the season.
Yeah, I believe that's about right.
So feels like it's been 10 years on some nights, and other nights it feels like it's the first night again.
Yep. It gets pretty hectic here this last week, of course, before Christmas break, and 3 games for GLR this week. Last night, a non-conference game against Adrian, and now tonight against Central Lyon, and I believe Friday night we're home against Boyden Hall.
Yeah, so it's a full week without anything, without any extracurriculars, and then you add 3 basketball games on top of that, and you've got yourself
a hectic schedule.
Thank the Lord it's Christmas kind of a deal, right?
That's for sure.
So let's do a little reflecting on last night's game with GLR and Adrian, the girls first. Let's talk about the just the persistence of the Mustangs to carry that game to a victory.
Yeah, Adrian come in the last night's game undefeated, hadn't been beat yet, and we played just awesome defense out front. We really kept those girls covered and kept a hand in their face, never really gave them a clear look at the basket, because that's what they like to do. They like to light it up from outside, and we did a terrific job of defending that. And on the other hand, they're not real tall, and so we took advantage of that and got it down to our two post players, and they ended up scoring 31 points between the two of them down low.
Now that was a great testament to the defense again, and this defense is starting to get a reputation, I believe, around the league here as a one to watch out for.
Yep, that's something that you're going to have to contend with. There's no doubt about it.
Now tonight's scoring threats for the Central Lyon Lions, primarily centering around Ackerman, Schulte, and Ackerman.
Yeah, and hands down, senior Lexi Ackerman. She is probably their best all-around player. She has been for a couple of years. We just need to play smart on her, and need to take. She likes to drive. We need to kind of take away her drive and force her to her left. She shoots from the outside also, but she likes to drive. That's her bread and butter, and. So we just need to kind of keep her out of the paint and keep her kind of out on the outskirts, and I think we'll be fine there. Of course, the other two girls, Corey Schulte is senior. She's strong, fast, very physical ball player, very good rebounder. We need to make sure we have somebody on her at all times, and she likes to drive also. And their other main threat is Kelsey Ackerman, the other senior. She's not as much of a driver as her sister, but a very good set shooter. If she gets the ball open, she is really deadly from receiving the pass and just setting up and shooting. So we need to be aware of where those three girls are at on the court at all times.
Now she's a lefty, is that correct?
Yeah, she's a lefty. So sometimes that's kind of tough to defend because you're just used to making a girl go left, making her everybody's right-handed, so you try to make everybody go left. Well, you get into that habit. Now you end up against a player that's left-handed. It does throw you off a little bit. So.
Yeah, you send her to her left, she goes, no problem.
Yeah, she'll say thank you very much.
So it's going to be about containment. It's going to be about assignments and following directions.
Right,
isn't it?
right. And that's basically what it is night in and night out is assignment basketball. Every girl on the GLR team is basically assigned to a particular player on whoever we're playing that night, and they kind of go by size and by quickness, and it's just that's your main job is to take care of the girl that you were assigned to.
Now it's also worth noting their offense is reputed to set a lot of screens, trying to create that inside-out offense, and you're going to have to really hustle. If you get screened off, you're going to have to hustle. They attack the rim a lot, and so we're going to need to cut off a lot of baseline driving. We're going to have to really see our girls hustle in D. Yeah,
they set a lot of screens, and that's because Lexi likes to drive, so they screen for her so she can drive, and they also screen so Kelsey can jump out and get the pass for a clear set shot. So yeah, they're definitely a big screening team, and we need to call out those screens and be aware of those.
Now, one of the things that seemed to really work all right last night. It seemed like the Mustang gals didn't get too rattled with pressure on them, but if they ever get rattled with hand in their face, that can really cause our younger squad some problems in confidence and some of that. So.
Yeah, it definitely can disrupt your flow, and I think we have enough games under our belt now where I think our girls kind of know. We got a couple different drawn-up plays for press breakers, and I haven't seen us get trapped in the corner or trapped on the baseline too many times. So I hope we can handle it. The Central Lyon is fairly quick, so they're definitely going to put some pressure on us tonight.
Well, they're not 7-1 for no reason at all. They are a good ball club. They have our hats off to them before the game even starts. They're a worthy adversary in the conference, and they are playing well this season.
Yep, good bunch of athletes on this team.
So it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. We've got about 1:15 before introducing the starting lineups. We're going to take a quick break here and have you hear from Corner Service in Little Rock.
Corner Service in Little Rock is the place to go for all your vehicle maintenance needs. From oil changes to overhauls, get a set of new tires or even wiper blades to help with visibility. Let the professionals at Corner Service keep your vehicles running smoothly all year long. Their service station is located at 415 Main Street in Little Rock, and they can be reached by phone at 712-479-2794. That's Corner Service, Main Street in Little Rock, 479-2794.
Thanks a lot to the fine, friendly folks at Corner Service for their sponsorship of this network and for helping us bring this basketball game to you from Rock Rapids, Iowa. We're going to go to the PA announcer now to start out the evening with our starting lineups, and we will no doubt have the national anthem. So we'll repeat what's appropriate and let you hear what you can hear through the mic. Keely Cruz wearing number 15 for the Mustangs. Kelsey Ackerman, her counterpart for Central Lyon, wearing number 14. Abigail Eben wearing 21. And Lexi Ackerman going to start, and they're wearing number 20. Jessica Sandbolt wearing number 23 tonight. Corey Schulte wearing number 24 for Central Lyon. Taylor Carsonson wearing 31. And Winter Roth's wearing number 30 for Central Lyon. Rounding it out, Danny Eben wearing number 33 tonight. And Sarah Halls, number 40 for
sophomore.
Central Lyon. There you have it, folks. I don't know how they got the GLR pep band all the way over here for that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Good to hear them again tonight. And we are ready to get going. 8 minutes on the clock for each quarter. Got a 3-man officiating team. They look like they're ready to go. They look like they're kind of stretching a little. I think it might be a good idea to be well warmed up before.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a fast-paced game, I believe.
We're going to apologize in advance if our tongue gets a little tied trying to bring you all of the play-by-play here. It could get really exciting, and we expect that it will. So here we are. We're underway. Jump at center court. Carstensen controlling the tip for the Mustangs. So right side, Abigail Eben. Down to Danielle at the corner. Keeley at the wing. Jessica at the top of the key. Sandbolt working it now to the left. Abigail Eben down to Carstensen. Inside to Keeley. Off her fingertips out of bounds. So
that was a hot pass.
That she might have blisters from that.
That was really zinged in there.
That's a crisp pass. That's the way you got to pass it, trying to get it inside there. Lions now controlling the ball on their side of the court. They're on the left side, going to the left. Here's number 20. The shot, that's Lexi Ackerman trying it. No good. It's rebounded by Winter Roth. They reset. Ackerman trying it at the top of the key to Sarah Halls. Roth's driving it to the right. Here comes Lexi Ackerman. Puts it to 40. That's Sarah Halls again. They're trying to work it around this hounding defense, and they throw it out of bounds. An unforced error there. Turnover, ball goes to the Mustangs.
And here's some pressure on by Central Lyon.
Yep, and it's caused a turnover right off the bat.
Yep. Sandbolt fought twice, and the girl she was going to pass to got covered, so she was kind of already in the process of taking a step, and there went the other foot.
That is tenacious defense from Central Lyon right off the bat. 6:49 on the clock. We're underway here. And that's Ackerman with a shot. The rebound controlled by the Mustangs. Sandbolt's going to break the pressure here. Abigail Eben. Nice bounce pass over to Jessica. Shots out of bounds off of the Lions. Number 30, Winter Roths. So Mustangs with the ball into their own basket. Couple of good looks on both sides of the court. No shots have fallen yet. Keeley Cruz tries a three, and right off the starting gun, her first one goes.
That's a good sign for the Mustangs.
Kelsey Ackerman driving to her right. Blocked by Danielle Eben. Clean block. Pass ahead to Sandbolt. Bounce pass to Taylor Carstensen, and right off the bat, a nice transition
Nice
bucket.
job, yeah. Nice job of running the floor by the Mustangs.
So 5-0 Mustangs. Lexi Ackerman receives a pass out of her reach, retrieves it in the corner, working it on
There she
Keeley.
is driving.
She tries a pass. It gets lobbed, and Taylor Carstensen retrieves it. Wearing number 31 tonight. There's a tough pass across. Too many miles to cross there. And Kelsey Ackerman had none of it. She tipped it out of bounds. Just about stole it. Good hustle by Ackerman there to break up that play. Abigail to the top of the key to get it to Sandbolt. Keeley Cruz now with it. Sandbolt again left wing. Inside to Abigail Eben. Tried a bounce pass to Carstensen, who would...
Tried a no-look bounce pass, and Taylor wasn't looking either.
So neither player nor recipient were actually cognizant of the pass. That's an unfortunate error there. But
it was a good try. It was a wraparound bounce pass, no-look bounce pass, but
I think
Taylor was not ready for it.
She was expecting the shot.
Yes.
She was almost in blockout position there. So no one really to blame. That's just one of those that goes out of bounds. Here comes Ackerman. Drives it inside. No good. Carstensen with the rebound. Gets it out quickly to Sandbolt. Transition basketball by the Mustangs. Inside to Danielle Eben. Oh, high off the glass. And we're going to have a timeout from head coach.
Co-head coaches.
Dan Cruz and Bruce Eckenrod are co-coaching tonight. They want to talk things over.
Mustangs are looking pretty sharp, considering they had a hard game last night. They look pretty fresh right now.
I don't know. Abigail's got a coach attending to her. It looks like she may have I don't know if she took a shot to the nose. She's got maybe a little bit of...
That could be. Yeah,
a little
she's
bit
got
of
a
blood.
towel up there, yeah. So we got Taya Graham in the game for Abigail Eben.
She's going to try to get that stopped. She's got a coach attending to that. Doesn't look serious at all. It just, they can't be playing with running blood. So she's going to have to get that stopped. Ackerman out in the left wing. Keely Cruz guarding her. Tries to get it inside. Nice move inside, but stolen out of there on the rebound by Carsonson. And she's had at least 3 looks at the basket.
Lexi's had some good looks. They just haven't fallen yet.
So as you said, Taya Graham inside to Danielle. Tries a skip pass, and it's stolen out of there. Ackerman with it now stuck in the bottom of the key. Tries a move, knocks Danielle Eben down. No call, and kind of a mutual spot of territory there, so no call. And she scores her first bucket of the night. Keely Cruz has it stolen away. That's number 24, Corey Schulte, with quick hands.
Yeah, we had a girl wide open, too. That was just good defense by Central Lyon that time.
That's good anticipation and good quickness there. Here's Ackerman. Kelsey Ackerman tries to drive on the inside. She's going to be blocked in a foul sort of way. That's a blocking foul. So here's a pass inside, tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs. So it went off of Kelsey Ackerman and then Danielle Eben. So out of bounds off the Mustangs.
Couldn't quite pull in the ricochet.
So the Lions set it now. 3:30 on the clock. Setting the offense. That's Sarah Halsey with it. Halls, I believe, is how she pronounces that. Good turnaround jumper on the inside by Corey Schulte. About an 8-footer there off the glass and good. Mustangs going to have to work to break this diamond pressure here, and they don't do it. Sandbolt threw it out of the reach of Keely Cruz. And head coach Heather Grafing off of her seat to admonish the Mustangs to protect that basketball. 7-4, Mustangs with the lead. Here's Kelsey Ackerman. Tries a
good job by Taylor. Then she throws it away.
That's Lexi Ackerman. Took it out of her hands as she was trying to pass it to clear that pressure. Took it right out of there and scored a quick 2. That was right underneath the Lions' own basket.
She did such a great job of reaching and stretching to get that rebound, and you just need to calm down and just wait for your player so you can get rid of the ball.
And you have to create a moving target sometimes for your teammate to give that ball to.
For sure.
If you're standing static, then the defense can really close that distance a lot faster. So.
And just like that, it's a 1-point game.
7-6, 2:56 on the clock. And it is noteworthy. We can see the clock and all of the action very well from this vantage point here. There's a pass ahead to Carsonson to Keely Cruz, and she dribbled it off her foot.
Yeah, just lost the handle.
So Mustangs, great transition there, but no joy on the finish.
And those are the things we really need to convert when you're playing a good team like Central Lyon. You've got to make every one of those count.
Good defense by Danielle Eben to stop Kelsey Ackerman from hitting a layup. Rebound tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs. Lions really executing a good inbounds play there. It's a lot of screening going on.
Nice quick hands by Jessica Sambolt there to knock the ball out of bounds.
Kelsey Ackerman to inbound on the far side of the court. Inbounds it to Schulte. To Lexi. Tries a shot. No good. Danielle Eben with the rebound. Here comes Sandbolt now. Breaking the pressure across midcourt. Bounce pass inside. Out to Keely Cruz. Long three again, and it's good. It's a 20-footer by Keely.
She's got it working tonight so far. She's kind of struggled as of late, but she's looking good tonight.
And a quick transition bucket attempt by the Lions. Tipped out of bounds. Mustangs hustling back on D. So here's Ackerman now. Trying to inbounds it. Gets it to Schulte. Hits a
just a nice cut to the basket. Yeah, that's an easy 2 points.
They're going to have to keep that from here. We've got a layup there on the other end. Good transition bucket by
Jessica Sambolt.
So without any fanfare at all, just drove it down there and took it to the house. It was a tough pass inside to Ackerman. It's tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs.
Little moan from the crowd on that one.
I tell you, I could live a long, happy life if I didn't hear another moan from the crowd. Oh, here we go. It's a pass inside, tipped away. Tough pass. Oh, that's going to be out of bounds on the Lions. They tried a bounce pass, and it was
kind of between her knees and ankles, and just that's a tough pass to handle.
If she had just stuck her foot over, she'd have been called for the kick. So she had nowhere to go, and that ball went out of bounds. Way into the backcourt. Mustangs inbounding it now. Minute 30. Sandbolt going to drive out of some pressure. Mia Graham into the mix. Tries a pass to Mariah Terhardt. Stolen out of there. They're not going to be able to get that pass over the top of that long defense there for the Lions. Here they're setting. Here's Lexi at the top of the key. Out to number 32. That's Shaylee Struckman. Drives it inside, no good. Rebound up and good by Lexi Ackerman. So it's 12-10. Mustangs. Here's a pass to the center court to Mia. Jessica Sandbolt with it right wing. Bounce pass to Keely Cruz. There's a pass to Mariah Terhardt. Tries a pass across to Taylor. That's way too high, and it's out of bounds. Unforced errors here by really haunting the Mustangs.
Yeah, we really need to cut down on that. That was just way too many unforced errors.
So here come the Lions at the last 38 seconds of the first period. Here's Kelsey. Gets herself open, and left-hand layup to tie the game at 12. And a quick jetting defense nearly steal the ball away. Schulte with quick hands gets into the passing lane. Mustangs still with possession. 25.6 on the clock. Inbounding now, far side. Taylor Carsonson with it. Jessica Sandbolt, top of the key. There's a pass to Keely Cruz. Back to Mia Graham. Across to Taylor. She's going to try the shot. 12-foot, no good. Mia with the rebound. Sandbolt gets the rebound, drives it into the lane. Has it blocked, but there's a body block called on the foul.
Called on Kelsey Ackerman. That's her first. That's team's first. So there's only one foul apiece. So the refs are definitely letting them play a little bit.
Jessica hits the front end of a two-shot opportunity. Ivy Sieperda is going to come in for Kelsey Ackerman. Little 4.9-second break for Ackerman there. Sandbolt's second free throw up and good. 14-12. 3 seconds left. Here comes a three-pointer. Ackerman hits it. She was left open long enough, and that puts the home team up by 1. 15-14 after 1.
Can't let their best player dribble the ball up and shoot an open three-point.
Yeah, and if you do, here's the result.
That's exactly right.
They came back and tied it, and then hit the three at the buzzer to give themselves a 1-point lead. So 15-14 after one period. We'll be back after this message from Ben's Plumbing and Repair.
Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock is a full-service licensed plumbing contractor. Whether you're working on a brand new construction site, a remodel, or just need some repairs on existing plumbing for residential or commercial property, Ben's Plumbing and Repair is who to call at 712-348-5555. Ben even has a camera that can detect plumbing problems and diagnose issues from the inside of your pipes. See a great video of Ben Eikens, the owner of Ben's Plumbing and Repair, on our sponsor page, and give him a call at 712-348-5555. That's Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock.
Well, after one quarter of play, 15-14, Central Lyon in the lead on a three-pointer by Lexi Ackerman at the buzzer. Ivy Sieperda to Lexi. She's going to try a left-hand shot, about an 8-footer from the left-hand baseline, and hits it. So 17-14. Mustangs are going to have to hang on to that ball.
We're not accounting for Lexi very well here in the first quarter. She's got 11 points already.
Sandbolt creating on offense, and she's going to cause a foul to be committed on the way to the bucket. So she's going to have 2 free throws. That's number 32, Shaylee Struckman, with her first foul. Sandbolt misses the front end of that one-on-one. Rattled in and out. Second free throw on the way, and that one is good. 17-15, just 30 seconds gone in the second period here. Sieperda driving to her left. Now the ball at Kelsey Ackerman's hand. Alexi Ackerman down the right side. Driving left, trying a shot up off the glass. And
there she is again.
She has definitely got a mission tonight to score some points. There's a long pass from Keely Cruz to Abigail Eben. Back in the matchup. The pass down to Danielle Eben. Taylor Carstensen with a great gather. No good. Danielle Eben with her own rebound, and the putback's no good. Tips it out of bounds.
That was a good offensive series by the Mustangs. The shot just didn't happen to fall, but we had a couple good looks, a couple good offensive rebounds, and we just need to keep that up. They'll eventually go in.
Now that pressure from the Lions is really causing some headaches for the Mustangs. Oh, a behind the back pass. No joy, and we're going to have a foul committed on the retrieval of it. Not a jump ball, surprisingly. Is that number 24?
24, Corey Schulte.
Corey Schulte committing the foul. Taylor Carstensen had possession of it, and they did not call a mutual possession on that.
Central Lyon and George Little Rock girls, they really kind of mirror each other as far as, they've got quick girls and they got a couple big girls, and, just like we do. And I kind of thought this is kind of the way it would be tonight.
So Taya Graham into the match, breaks the pressure, gets it to Danielle Eben. She's gotten fouled again. That's number 30, Winter Roths, committing the foul on her way to the basket.
I like to see that Danielle Eben got the ball at half court, and big girl, but still took it to the hole with the dribble and drew the foul.
Yeah, she's got a lot of ball handling skill for someone of her height. Here's her first free throw, and that's up and good. We've got Mariah Terhark in the match to give Taylor Carstensen a quick breather. 6:21 on the clock, second period. Danielle Eben's second free throw on the way. And that is
rattles
no
in
good.
And out.
19-16, Central Lyon in the lead. 6:15 on the clock. Here's Ackerman. Over to Roths. Back to Schulte.
Tipped away by Taya Graham. Nice job. Nice quick hands.
Knocks it out of the reach of Lexi Ackerman. So Taya Graham with the assignment of guarding Lexi Ackerman. Spin dribbles it. And Abby Eben, almost stationary, commits the foul.
Yeah, that's her first, team second.
I'd like to see a little more net result from a foul. Here's a good pass inside to Lexi Ackerman. No good, but Schulte controls the rebound. Here's number 40, Hall's back in the game. And here's Schulte.
Nice box out by Abigail Eben.
Trying a three, and Abby boxed her well. High dribble there by Taya Graham. Controls it on the left wing. Swings it around. Back to Taya now on the left wing. Inside to Sandbolt. Gets it inside. No good. Mustangs and the Lions battling it out in the paint there. Halls clears it. Here comes Lexi Ackerman now across the timeline. 5:19 to go in the half. Inside to Kelsey. She is left-handed. She's made that pretty plain. Drives it around the left side. She's fouled in the process of shooting. And that's number
1 on Danielle Eben.
Number 1 of the night. So she's at the free throw line, going to be shooting 2. That first one's up and good. Danielle and Jessica sitting down for the Mustangs. Taylor Carstensen back in and Keely Cruz back in. Second free throw. Rattles home. So a 5-point lead for the Central Lions. That's a long pass, tipped out of bounds.
We do that every time, and I think Central Lyon has got a hand on the ball every single time we throw it over to the left side at half court.
There's another inbounds pass with a hand on it before it arrives at its intended destination. Going to have to get open for that pass here. Taylor does just that. Carstensen with it on the left wing. Eben to Taya Graham, top of the key. Guarded by Ackerman. Left side again. There's a lob pass. Tipped up and stolen out of there by Central Lyon. Here comes Ackerman with it right to the middle. Rolls it up off the glass. No good. Mariah Terhart controls the rebound.
Nice rebound by Mariah.
Keely Cruz clears the pressure across the timeline. Here's a tough pass down to Mariah Terhart.
Boy, I think that's about 4 times down the court we haven't gotten a shot off.
That's in the category of an unforced error there. Here comes Central Lyon again. Lexi Ackerman bringing the ball up court. Inside to Schulte. She's got an open lane to drive. Looks like Taylor's knee went buckled on her a little bit in the lane there. She couldn't guard her. There's Keely getting a nice bounce pass to Taylor. Here's an inside pass to Abigail Eben, and Kelsey Ackerman commits the foul on the shot.
That's going to be her second, so that's something to keep an eye on. Because she is definitely one of their go-to girls.
Definitely a scoring threat. Here's Abigail Eben. Free throw rattles out, no good. So Struckman going to come in for Kelsey Ackerman. And Mia Graham in for Taya Graham. Abigail Eben, second free throw on the way. That one rattles out. Just not falling for Abigail from the free throw line tonight. So it's a 7-point ball game. Central Lyon kind of controlling the pace here. Struckman gets it to number 40, Halls. Tries a shot inside. And in a sea of Mustangs, Central Lyon gets it out to the top of the key to try a three. We're going to have a jump ball on the rebound. Carstensen and Struckman had equal possession for a long enough time. That's possession.
That was a quick whistle. I thought they both kind of come down together, and he called it right away, which is fine. But just as long as they do that the rest of the night, so nobody gets hurt, then and they're not wrestling around for it.
Mia Graham Gets the ball handed off from Keely Cruz. Mia inside now to Danielle Eben. Turnaround jumper, left-handed, no good. Carstensen with a putback, though, and she had to kind of fade away a little to create some space, but did so and got it to
That
go.
was nice rebound and putback by.
And down on the other end here, we've got Sarah Halls driving it in the lane. She's going to be fouled by Carstensen in the process of shooting. So less than 3 seconds went off the clock there, and they're under the bucket over here.
Yeah.
Transition basketball from Central Lyon has been very quick tonight. Halls misses the front end of a 2-shot opportunity from the free throw line. 3:03 left in the period. Second shot's no good. And there's another
Jump
ball.
They called it right away again, so I like to see that.
That's a consistent call. Lexi Ackerman in the mix on that rebound. Taylor was holding her elbow a little bit, and the official wanted to make sure she was all right. She's shaking her head in the affirmative, so we're back underway. Ivy Sieperta back in the mix for the Lions.
Taylor's a gamer. She wasn't going to tell the ref that she was hurting, even if she was.
Now I tell you, if you get a mutual possession with Mia Graham, be prepared to chew on some pine.
Yeah, she's going to take it.
She is. That's like those little seagulls in that movie. Mine. What are they? In that Finding Nemo movie, that's what it is. They see a little fish up on the deck there, and they say, mine.
Mustangs throw the ball, and Central Lyon intercepts it and has the ball back.
And that is Schulte with a shot from the free throw line. Hits it, so there's a 7-point lead again. Triple twos on the clock. Keely Cruz with the ball, working to break the pressure. Gets it to Sandbolt. Nice pass down underneath to Mia Graham. She'll be fouled by Corey Schulte on the way to the basket.
And that's Schulte's second foul. So two of their three go-to girls have 2 fouls. We just need to start converting on some of these possibility of 3-point plays.
And if you can hit the front end like Mia just did, front end of a 2-shot opportunity, that's the one of the 2 to hit if you have to hit one.
That's for sure.
Second one up on the way. And that's also good.
Nice job.
So Mia converting 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 25-20 on the scoreboard. Central Lyon in the lead. 2:10 left in the period. Lexi Ackerman driving it down to her left side. Halls driving it, gets it back to Lexi Ackerman. Out to the right side. Winter Roths back to Lexi. Bounce pass across to Ivy Sieperta. Top of the key. Shot no good. Ivy Sieperta with the rebound. Has it stolen out of there by Taylor Carstensen. Gets it to Jessica Sandbolt. There's going to be a blocking foul. I believe that's Sieperta that committed that. Is that correct?
Yep, Ivy Sieperta.
So that's the 7th team foul on the Lions. So that puts Sandbolt at the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity. The bonus is in effect now. Minute 36 on the clock. Here's Sandbolt with a free throw. She has shot well from the line tonight.
It's the important one.
You got to hit that front end if you want the second one.
She's 4 for 5 right now.
And let's see. And that second one rattles out.
Yeah, we probably jinxed her.
Well, I'd like to have that kind of Polisibugumba kind of power, but I don't know if we do. But here's a nice pass down underneath to Halls, and she tries it inside. Shot off the glass, no good, but she's fouled. Carstensen committing that blocking foul, so she'll be at the free throw line.
That's Taylor's second.
And rattles the first one home. Mariah Terhark to give her some time so she doesn't commit a third foul before half here. And that second free throw is good. Lethal from the free throw line there. She hit 2 of 2. Keely Cruz with a dribbling exhibition over there to back dribble out of a double defense there. Sandbolt with a nice shooter's roll there. That was a 15-footer from the left wing, and it bounced up and off the glass and in. There's a shot from Shaylee Struckman, no good. Graham coming out of the mix with it. Taya Graham back in. Here's Sandbolt trying a 3. Oh, and that was all but perfect.
That was right there. She was feeling it. Good, nice way to.
Oh, Danielle even got a pass to Taya Graham.
Yeah, Danielle did a good job of tracking down the ball. And
Taya had almost too much time to shoot that. She's called for a travel before she got the shot. If she did hit the 3, but it's waved off. So 27-23, 46 seconds in the half. Lions with the ball. Ackerman at the top of the key, guarded by 2 Grahams. They're just doubling everybody.
And they almost come up with it. They tipped it away, but couldn't quite get it before it went out of bounds.
So Ivy Seipert had to inbound the ball. 35 seconds left on the clock. And I believe we're going to have a blocking foul called. It's Danielle Eben committing that foul.
Yep, and that's her second.
So Ackerman
Team
determined
6.
to create something there. Well, that's almost a sleeper play. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Sarah Halls had it, kind of stood there for a minute. Nobody blew a whistle, so she just took it in and hit the layup. Good pass from Danielle to Keely Cruz. She's going to try a shot off the glass. No good. Rebound controlled by Mia Graham. Out to Taya. No good. Boy, a scrum for the ball. It's only 5 seconds left. Here's a good pass underneath. Danielle's going to commit her 3rd foul.
That was not smart to do with 3 seconds left to pick up your 3rd foul.
No, she did stop a sure 2-pointer, but I'd rather have the 2 points than the 3rd foul. And I'm sure she's thinking the same thing. 3.5 seconds. There's 2 free throws coming. Winter Roth's at the line, hits the front end. So Danielle Eben sitting down. Jessica Sandbolt in for her. 7-point lead for the Lions. The second free throw rattles out. Sandbolt gets the rebound. Mariah Terhart to Keely Cruz. No shot attempted. But that's a good first half of basketball. And Central Lyon with the lead, 30-23. So we'll be back right after this message from Frontier Bank.
Wondering where you'll find cash for holiday gifts? Bank locally and shop locally with help from Frontier Bank and Holiday Bucks. Apply today for your no-interest loan, then purchase your holiday gifts. Get a new washer and dryer, replace old tires on your vehicle, purchase gas cards, or pay off your doctor or dentist bills. Use your Holiday Bucks at any participating merchant in George, Little Rock, and Rock Rapids. See a loan officer for more details on a no-interest Holiday Bucks loan. One more way Frontier Bank and you help the community prosper. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, thank you to Frontier Bank. Be sure to use those holiday bucks. We're almost to Christmas here. Man, I can't believe it, Kenny. We're almost to the
week from today
to the Christmas day. So, well, what thoughts come to mind here? The first half. How would you analyze that?
Central Lyon has a 7-point lead. I feel like Central Lyon, they're quick like we are, and they got us rattled a little bit there in the second quarter and created some turnovers, and they turned those turnovers into points, and I think that's the difference in the game right now is us not being able to break the press there a few times.
Yeah, no, that second quarter score is 15-9. First quarter was 15-14. So
yeah, you take away those few turnovers, this is basically a straight-up ball game. So
yeah, so there's a few unforced errors there that are really difference makers there.
Yep.
And there's definitely a feeling of that pressure is causing some headaches there.
Yep.
And
their go-to girl Lexi Ackerman has 13 points at halftime, and Corey Schulte has 8. So, 2 of the 3 go-to girls are the ones that are getting it done right now for them.
Yeah, so they're really making a big difference out there. Their balanced attack from Central Lyon has been a threat. They've put up a lot of shots that haven't fallen too.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
So
we just haven't really worked the inside game as much as I would kind of like to see. Taylor and Danielle are both pretty darn athletic, and I think we need to get them a few more touches on the ball, let them do their thing. At halftime right now, between the 2 of them, they only have 6 points combined, so I think we need to work on that a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah, there's very little doubt that that's what's going on in the locker room. I'm gonna go out on the skinny branches here, Kenny.
Going out on a limb, are you?
Say, hey, we need to work it around the horn, find that open pass, and just because a player puts their hand up doesn't mean that they're open with the ball.
Right. And I can guarantee you there was a few of these Central Lyon girls were at the George Little Rock Adrian game last night and saw what Taylor and Danielle did down low. So I'm sure they've kind of concentrated on taking that aspect of our game away from us.
That's what's known as active scouting, right? Is that legal in this league?
Oh, it's perfectly legal.
Yeah, of course it is. You go and watch a team that you're going to play, and you see who their scoring threats are in person, and you say, okay, if I've got to guard her, I think they're kind of fronting Taylor from the looks of it, and that makes it a lot harder to get that lob pass up and over.
Yeah, and they're able to do that because Central Lyon is athletic and they can jump, so they can't. It's tough to lob that pass over the top of that girl when you got a good jumper up fronting that girl.
Now, if you've got Keely Cruz hitting 2 3-pointers, that can create some space on the outside to get those inside players.
No doubt
free.
about it. That definitely helped because Keely has struggled a little bit from the 3-point line the last couple games, so it was nice to see her get those 2 looks and take them, and they both went in.
Well, we're about 5.5 minutes to the second half action. We've got the pep band here getting everybody juiced up here. And, boy, it's anything but over, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 7-point game, but this is far from being done. This is going to be a wild one yet.
Well,
nice crowd on hand tonight again.
We'll be excited to see what happens here in the second half. We'll be back right after this short message from Security Savings Bank.
This is Craig Manson, branch manager of Security Savings Bank in George. Now is a great time to stop in and discuss our 2013 crop loans. We can help you make sound decisions about your farming operation for the upcoming year. I grew up on a farm and understand the challenges and benefits that go along with farming. I will take time to understand your unique farm operation and the situations you face. Our loans are approved locally by people you know. For help with your farm loans, count on Security Savings Bank of Larchwood, Inwood, George, and Canton. Member FDIC.
Well, looking at the threat assessment here that we were evaluating before the tip-off, definitely Lexi Ackerman has lived up to her billing. She has played a threat from inside and out, handling the ball and shooting the ball, passing the ball. She's a very good player.
Yeah, she's going to get her points, night in and night out. You just need to play her hard and close and just try to limit her touches she's going to get.
if they can do that, that can make a big difference. We've got a noteworthy bit of foul trouble here. Still up on the board. The last foul committed was by our number 33. And that's her third foul. That's Danielle Eben.
Yeah, she's going to, and then that just makes a player, you play just a little less aggressive. Especially this third quarter, she's going to have to kind of tiptoe around a little bit. You don't want to pick up that fourth one real early. So,
well, and we've seen it where you can even be straight up, but if the wrong kind of contact happens, you can get called for a foul, even if you were, in a pretty good position to stop a play.
Yep.
So,
and you can bet your boots that Central Lyon knows that too, and they're gonna take it to Danielle in this right away in this third quarter to try to pick up that fourth foul.
Yep. Well, it looks like a really evenly officiated matchup here in the first half, and it'll be interesting to watch. They're doing a really good job keeping it about the game of basketball.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job that first half. Very consistent. That first time when they called the jump ball, when the two girls just barely, they were still in the air with it together, and every jump ball since then they've done the same thing. So that's all you can ask for is from an officiating crew is just a nice consistency and and just kind of ref the game without really being noticed. You just kind of let the kids do their thing, and that's what you hope for night in and night out.
Yeah, I think that must be the mark of a good officiating crew if you almost didn't notice the officials at all.
Yep, that's exactly right.
So, doing a good job here tonight. We're going to play a message from our friends at Country Boutique, and we'll be back to start off the second half action right after this.
Country Boutique in Rock Rapids is a full-service floral shop with everything you'd need from a romantic bouquet to home or office decorating for any season. They have an impressive selection of gift items for every budget, a framing gallery for photographs or paintings and memorabilia, a formal wear specialty store for weddings and proms and other formal occasions, and much, much more. Get an instant coupon worth $5 that you can use on your next visit by texting CB Flowers to 72727. Again, just text CB Flowers to 72727, and an instant coupon worth $5 off a qualifying purchase will be sent straight to your phone. That's the Country Boutique in Rock Rapids, Iowa, 712-472-3668.
472-3668. Phone the fine friends at Country Boutique for fabulous flowers and much, much more.
Fabulous flowers.
Fabulously floral arrangements. 40 seconds
Sharon
before.
does a nice job there.
Good stuff all around. Man, the gift selection. You have to go in there to see it to believe it.
That's for sure.
Great selection there. Thanks to the Country Boutique for their sponsorship here of the GLR Radio Network. So what is this song actually called? Something like Rock and Roll Number 2.
Hey!
Hey! Oi! Hey! Oh, and I'm talking about timing. They've timed it to the buzzer.
They hit that nice.
Nice job. There's a nice pep band just straight across the way from us here. We're way up here in the catbird seat up in the corner. Good vantage point to see it. There's a big wrestling mat right behind us.
Lions will inbounds the ball to start the second half.
So, Ackerman to Ackerman. They go inside to Schulte to Ackerman. And just off the bat, a shot off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound. Rattles that rebound home. So 32-23. Keely Cruz gets it down to Mariah Terhark, who's starting the second half here, I presume to give Danielle
I'm sure.
a rest. Don't want to commit that fourth foul anytime soon. They're having a chance to work it around the horn here. Sandbolt around to the right side. Top of the key to Keeley Cruz.
Central Lyon's doing a good job of jumping out in front of those passing lanes.
It's almost tragic, the unforced errors there. There's a traveling violation committed by the Mustangs.
2 steps before she put her dribble down.
That's definitely not helping put points on the board. Good steal, though. Abigail Eben in there. And no jump ball called on the scrum, which is unusual.
Yeah, because they've been calling that right away.
The ball's tipped by Lexi Ackerman. Eben gets it to Keeley. Here's a pass inside. Abigail Eben drives it inside, creating some offense. Gets fouled in the process of shooting. Minute and a half gone in this third period. 6:33 on the clock. And here comes Abigail with 2 free throws.
That foul was on Sarah Halls. That's her first.
And that free throw goes in. So 32-24, 8-point lead for the Lions. And Abigail unable to connect the second one there. Lexi
nice tip ball by Jessica Sandbolt.
Keeley slowing it down, has a Lions player right in her back bumper there. Here's Abigail driving it right side again, and that's going to be a foul committed on Halls again. 2 quick fouls committed by her in this period. She's guarding Abigail Eben, and Abby's deciding to try to create something on the offensive side of the ball. She hits the front end of those 2 free throw opportunity. 6:12 on the clock.
That's what we need to do, just keep chipping away.
And that second one rattles out, no good. She's
fell off the right side just like the last time.
She's got a 1 for 2 the last 2 times at the line. There's a pass from Ackerman to Schulte. Hits a nice 10-footer there in the paint. 34-25. Mustangs with a tough time breaking that pressure. There's Ackerman and Halls creating headaches for the Mustangs. They got it down to Kelsey Ackerman, but she missed the layup.
I think it was tipped away by the Mustangs as she tried to lay it in.
So here come the Lions again on offense. Halls with it, drives it into the lane. Here's Schulte. She's going to be called for an unforced error. She traveled trying to do a turnaround move with Carstensen guarding her.
Nice job by Taylor by moving her feet there and forcing that turnover.
So Abby breaks the pressure, gets it to Keeley Cruz. Dribbles it out of trouble. She's going to set for the 3. Gets it inside to Sandbolt. Off the glass and good from 10 foot. So a 7-point lead now, 34-27.
Keeley with a jump up with a steal.
Talk about filling a passing lane.
She just jumped up and took that right out of the air.
There's Abigail Eben. There's a bounce pass that's very tough to convert that into offense when you're guarded
again,
that close.
They were really quick on the whistle for calling that a jump ball. Mustangs ball.
Taya Graham into the mix for the Mustangs. The pass stolen away. It's going to be Central Lyon basketball. It's tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs trying to come out of there with it. They're going to have to crisp up those passes, I'd say.
They sure are.
Our job, I guess, is to just call it like we see it.
Yep, that's for sure.
I mean no disrespect, Lady Mustangs, but you're going to have to put some crisp on those. 36-27, that's
Kelsey Ackerman.
Kelsey driving it left side and scoring left-handed. Sandbolt tries a spin move, gets it through there, and that's all the way down to Taya Graham on the right wing. Misses the jumper. And here is Kelsey Ackerman to Lexi Ackerman. driving it left side. Takes it inside, up no good. Carstensen clears the rebound, gets it ahead to Keely Cruz. Over to Sandbolt, drives it inside and gets a layup up and in.
That was a nice job of pushing the ball up the floor.
So 36-29, 4 minutes gone in this period. Ackerman to Sieperda. Schulte with it at the top of the key. There's Ackerman again. To Ackerman. And stolen away by Keely Cruz.
Yep, right in the passing lane again.
Oh, and there's a defensive play there. Knocked the ball
tipped
up
away,
off
and it went right off the backboard, right into the Central Line girls' hands. And Corey Schulte converts at the other end.
Well, Sandbolt was trying to switch her dribble around, and she brought it back to the hand where she was hounded, and we're going to have a timeout called.
Timeout by the Mustangs.
They're having a little trouble breaking that press again, so they call a timeout. They're going to regroup here. We're going to keep it here. 3:12 on the clock, and we've been talking about that, breaking that press. They don't have it on every time, but when they turn that on, they have really caused
some problems,
some headaches. And I think once our girls figure out how to break that, they're going to be fine, but they have not found the recipe yet for getting through that pressure. And anytime you pick up your dribble, that's a recipe for disaster anyway.
They're really on you then.
There's an example. There's no way to get that to your teammate. And it's stolen away. Taylor Carstensen thought about trying to catch that one, and it went out of bounds off of the Lions in front of the Mustang coaching staff. So Mustangs with the basketball, behind by 9, 38-29.
Be nice just to work it here and need to score.
They've got to get it inside to one of the posting players.
They're looking here, but Central Line is doing a very good job inside.
There's that dribble. You cannot pick up that dribble and expect anything good to happen. There's a jump ball. Possession arrow favoring the Lions. Here comes Danielle Eben to try to create some imposing presence there on offense and defense. 2:40 left on the clock. Central Line brings it across the timeline. Lexi Ackerman with it. Working her way to the right side. Schulte with it now to Sieperda, top of the key. Drives it left side. Bounce pass out to
Lexi Ackerman, or Kelsey.
Kelsey, nice three-pointer from the left side. There's a kick ball. Lexi Ackerman and Sieperda and Kelsey Ackerman, they're hounding the Mustangs on the back court. And there's two dribbles and a stop, and that's awful tough. Danielle Eben with it at center court. And there's Jessica Sandbolt down in the paint. The jump ball arrow favoring the
Mustangs this time.
So Mia Graham to inbound the ball. Schulte into the passing lane. I don't know if the Mustangs have seen this kind of pressure for this long in a game. Gets it inbounds to Keely Cruz. Sandbolt working it left side, drives it inside. Shot's no good. Danielle Eben with the rebound. Gets it to Keely for three, and it's good. So that's 3 for 3, I believe, from Keely Cruz from three-point land. But just like that, we're going to have a blocking foul called on the Mustangs. And that's Danielle Eben that went into the pile, but she is going to be called for a block.
And that is her fourth. She was in for about 1 minute.
That could have gone the other way, but it went against her as a block.
I thought she had pretty good position there.
So Lexi Ackerman tries a long run there before she committed the shot, and she's called for a travel. She did create a lot of space for that shot.
Yeah, she sure did.
There's a pass to Taylor Carstensen, tries an 18-footer, rims out, no good. And Ackerman comes out of there with it. Lexi drives all the way to the house, takes a left-hand layup, up and good. So 43-32. There's another unforced error with that pressure defense. Jessica Sandbolt with a bounce pass that was at the feet of her teammate. So Sieperda now with it into the backcourt to Lexi Ackerman. Sieperda right side. There's a travel. Sarah Hall's trying to work her way around the left side of Mariah Terhark, but that defense stopped her cold, so she's called for a travel. Another unforced error on the other end of the court. So I think this defense is there's another one. As the pressure causes another one, and here's Keely Cruz coming out of there with it. Now Lexi Ackerman has it. Drives it left. Shot's no good, but a foul committed on the Mustangs. Going to put her at the line. And that's going to be on
Jessica Sandbolt. That's her first.
So 41 seconds left in this third period. First free throw up and good. Taya Graham's going to come in for Abigail Eben. It's almost from this vantage point, it looks like they need to grab that inbounds pass, turn, and just burn for it. You know?
Yeah, the Central Lyon, this press they have, they allow you to throw the ball inbounds, and then when you start dribbling, there's three of them that just converge on you, and it's been very successful for them.
Well, there's a pass way over to Taya Graham, tries the three, no good, but Taylor Carstensen with the putback. And that's an example of how to do that.
Yep.
Good job by the Mustangs to convert that transition bucket there on the putback by Carstensen.
15 seconds. Looks like Central Lyon's going to hold for one.
Sieperda with it. Top of the key extended. Kelsey Ackerman drives inside. A nice pass to Schulte. Wide open underneath at the buzzer. So that's going to put the Lions into a position of a 13-point lead, 47-34. So that's a 17-11 period there.
Yep.
And that's largely due to Central Lyon's backcourt pressure there.
Yeah, they've really turned up the wick, and it's got them a lot of points tonight.
That's shedding a lot of light on their entire strategy right now. Get that much wick burning that hot, you're going to have a lot of positive things going in your favor. Mustangs can turn this around, but they're going to need to play that racehorse basketball that they've been playing the last couple of games here.
And in our defense too, we had a very physical, fast-paced game last night against a very good Adrian team, that was undefeated coming into last night's contest. So, we might just be off just a half a step or something, because them girls played hard last night.
They really did. Well, we're getting ready to start this fourth and final quarter here. And let's see what the Mustangs can do to turn the tide here.
Central Lyon starts with the basketball.
Lions working it around. There's a backdoor pass. Good pass from Halls to Lexi Ackerman, who was wide open backdoor. Hit the layup. Sandbolt's going to call for the ball. Going to try a bounce pass that had no chance for Joy. And Central Lyon comes out of there with it. There's another nice move to the bottom there to Sarah Halls, who hits. And just like that, we got two quick buckets from Central Lyon. Coach Grafing wants to talk this over with her team. It gives us time to talk to our sponsors here, Otter Valley Insurance.
Farmers, are your 2013 profits protected from bad weather? The extreme weather of this past growing season is in the rearview mirror, but now you need to plan for next season. Otter Valley Insurance in George now offers total weather insurance, providing coverage against drought, excess moisture, heat stress, and fall freeze. And the program pays out automatically when bad weather hits. That means no paperwork and no adjuster coming out to your farm. Call Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325 to learn more and get a free quote today. That's Otter Valley Insurance in George, 475-3325.
Otter Valley Insurance.
Another one of our fine sponsors.
I wonder if they have a policy against this backcourt pressure. Well, they broke that one that time right off of the chalkboard in the huddle. Taya Graham gets it to set the offense after the pressure's broken. Drives it inside, tries a shot off the backboard. No good. Taylor Carsonson tips it. Fast hands by Ackerman, but she's called for a reach foul. Right below us here, right in the corner on the left side of the Mustangs offense.
That's her first foul.
So Taya Graham gets it into Sandbolt. Keely Cruz, top of the key. Taya Graham, left side. Pass inside. Sandbolt's got a shot. Rattles out, but that's 2 quick fouls on Ackerman. So in the span of about 10 seconds, Lexi Ackerman commits 2 fouls. Sandbolt's first free throw rattles out. Second free throw on the way, and that one rattles out as well. Central Lyon controls that rebound. Got to credit Sandbolt with creating a lot of offensive opportunities there. And look at that.
There, Sandbolt tipped the ball away.
Active hands in the passing lane, tips it out of bounds. Nearly steals it. Mariah Terhart coming out.
Yep, Danielle Eben back in the game with 4 fouls.
And
that might be her
might
fifth.
be it. She might have just done it. Nope, that's going to be on
Jessica
Sandbolt.
That's her second.
Danielle was close by there, but did not commit it. The first free throw is up and on the way and good. Kelsey Ackerman hitting it. So 18 points now the spread. 52-34, 6:33 on the clock. Make that 19, 53-34. So Mustangs are going to have to try something different here. All of them working to break that press. Sandbolt with the ball to Keely Cruz. Passes inside to Carsonson.
Nice little give and go.
Danielle Eben tries to get the putback up, but she's called for a travel. So here come the Lions. 6 minutes left in the game with a 19-point lead. There's a pass inside to Schulte from Ackerman. Back out to Lexi Ackerman. Going to drive to the right side and hit about a 10-footer there. So 55-34. And Keeley tries a pass to Jessica Sandbolt. Stolen away. Out ahead to Ackerman. Kelsey Ackerman had it on the left side, but it got out of her reach. So it'll be Mustang basketball.
Let her just a little too much. Otherwise, she'd have had an easy layup.
Good job to break that press by the Mustangs. I can't say enough about that pressure, though. They are executing that full court press just like a chalkboard drawing.
Yeah.
Central Lyon is.
Kelsey Ackerman called for foul. That's her third. Team's fifth.
Carstensen with it out at the right wing. Sandbolt into Danielle Eben. Back out to Sandbolt. Drives it inside. Shot up no good. Tipped out of bounds by Sandbolt. So we are seeing kind of a combination of effects here. I think the hard-fought game last night definitely was a great win for the Mustang ladies, but they, I think you could be right. They might be a half step short of a full
and you can just
tonight.
see, their shots are falling just a little short the second half, and I don't care if they are 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. That's tough to play 2 hard games 2 nights in a row.
Mustangs with it, trying to pass, lobbed into Danielle Eben out of her reach, but it goes off of Schulte out of bounds. It'll be Mustang basketball. 5 minutes and 1 second left in the matchup. Mia Graham gets it to Danielle Eben, tries the left side shot, no good. Carstensen there with a putback from 4 feet. So 19 points, 55-36, 4:50 left in the game. Ackerman's both in the matchup here. Hall's with it, tries a 3, rattles out no good, but Schulte with a rebound and a left-handed putback. Good position there to rebound that. Sandbolt gets a pass out of her reach, and it goes right to Winter Roth for Central Lyon. So I think you're right. They're just not hitting on all cylinders like they were last night.
Yeah, a little sluggish tonight.
Central Lyon definitely feeling no pain here at this point in the ball game. And there is Schulte trying a 3-pointer. Can't get that to fall, but Ackerman there has her shot blocked on the putback. Here come the Mustangs. And there's a pass to Taylor Carstensen that's tipped out of bounds off of Central Lyon. It'll be Mustang basketball underneath their own basket. Abigail Eben back into the match. And Sandbolt to have a chair next to the coach. Here's Mia Graham in the corner, tries that pass to the middle. And that's, I think that's going to be Ackerman's 4th foul, if I'm not mistaken. Lexi Ackerman.
That's her 3rd.
Is that her 3rd?
Yeah, Kelsey got the foul just a
Kelsey
few
got that
minutes
last
ago.
one. So here comes Mia Graham with a shot from about 15 foot and hits that. Good shot there by Mia
nice
Graham.
little jumper.
The Mustangs trying their own flavor of backcourt pressure. Lexi Ackerman with it now. Schulte on the right wing. We're going to have a timeout here.
Central Lyon's calling timeout.
It's a full timeout. So we'll be back after a message from another one of our great sponsors here, Dykstra Chiropractic.
Dykstra Chiropractic in George provides chiropractic services to relieve pain and stress and to help people live a happy, healthy life. Dr. Krista Dykstra works with children and adults to do chiropractic adjustments and uses a painless activator method in ultrasound. Her office hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 to 5, and Tuesday afternoons along with Thursday mornings. Call for an appointment or information at 712-475-3990. Learn the power of prevention and make great health a cinch. Visit Dykstra Chiropractic on North Main Street in George, 475-3990.
Well, it's an advantageous time to talk about making an adjustment. And I think that's what head coach Heather Grafing's trying to draw up on the grease board down there, see what they can come up with and see if they can make some adjustments here the last 3 minutes.
Just work hard and finish strong. Finish the game strong.
pressure defense being applied by the Mustangs. Mia Graham in. Abigail Eben. I think she may have been called for a blocking foul there.
That's Abigail's second foul. It's only the team's fourth.
So they aren't going to be able to stop the clock without committing a few more fouls. They have really not fouled a lot here in this half. But there's Mia
nice
Graham
quick
with a
hands
steal.
by Mia.
It was a nice pass to Taylor. Gave it to her in a place she could gather it, and she finished it. So 57-40. Carstensen with a nice dish there from Mia.
Looks like Central Lyon's content just to kind of pass it around on the outside here and maybe look for a flashing player.
Abigail Eben went and tried to take that ball directly away, and she's whistled for a blocking foul. That'll be her third foul. Taya Graham going to come in for her. So both the Graham sisters in for the Mustangs. And here is Kelsey Ackerman driving left side, gets her own rebound on a missed layup. Taylor Carstensen clearing the rebound. She's bringing it across the timeline. She's kind of clobbered from behind and skidded to a stop about at the top of the key. So that's 17 fouls against Central Lyon. That puts Taylor at the line for a 1-and-1. And that's Schulte's third. So Taylor hits that front end of the 1-on-1. And this is the time to score, Kenny, when the clock is stopped.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Make some progress here on that score.
Taylor's first trip to the free throw line makes her first. Makes them both. Nice job.
The Mustangs applying backcourt pressure. Ackerman breaks the press and gets it to a wide open Schulte under the basket. That's just it. If you break that pressure, somebody's going to be wide open. Carstensen with a great catch at her feet, drives it in and scores. The Mustangs trying their own flavor of backcourt press. And Mia Graham going to be called for that's kind of an open court foul there.
That's just her first. Team 6, so Central Lyon not in the bonus yet, but the next foul they will be.
So Lexi Ackerman driving it around the horn. They've got a minute and a half to knock off the clock here to end this game. Keely Cruz fouled Halls there on the right wing, and that'll put Halls at the line for a 1-and-1.
It's Keely's second.
Misses that front end of the 1-and-1. Taylor with the rebound. Keely Cruz clearing the pressure. Mia to Taya Graham. Right side to Mia. Back to Keely Cruz. She's going to try the three, and that's off the front of the rim. No good. So a minute left in the game. And Ackerman clears the timeline. They're going to just run the clock out if they can here. Running the four corners offense. Schulte to Ackerman. Here's a steal. Taya Graham gets it into the middle. Taylor Carstensen looking at a three. Tries a pass to Danielle Eben. Out of her reach. Out of bounds off the Mustangs. Looked like there may have been some contact there, but no foul called. So Central Lyon here running out the rest of the clock here. 22 seconds to go. 59-44 kind of a commanding lead at this point in the game. So Mustangs still pressuring right to the end.
Yep, playing hard.
3 seconds, 2 and 1, and that'll be the buzzer. A very, very good ball game played by both teams here. And that's a 12-10 fourth quarter. So Central Lyon won on points each of the quarters. And you can tip your hat to them. They really created a lot of headaches for the Mustangs with their full court press.
Yeah, they really did.
And they were just able to convert more of the transition points than the Mustangs tonight. So I'm going to play a little song here that's known as the Christmas song. We'll be back after a couple minutes here. Well, we'll make no promises, but one of these times Kenny and I are going to sing a duet on that one.
When you least expect it.
It'll probably have to be before Christmas, though, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, I would say.
So
here come the boys onto the court, warming up.
There are a lot of players. Man, oh man, if that was all at the same time on the court, there'd be no scoring at all night. Good grief.
That would be a scrum.
That's known as the sport of rugby in other countries, right?
That'd be kind of fun to watch, actually.
I wonder if it's ever been tried. I bet you it has. Well, there's a lot of hat tipping to do in this first game. Central Lyon really to be commended for their constant pressure, almost a full court press most of the game.
Yeah.
Whenever they turned that on, they created a lot of havoc for the Mustangs.
Yep.
And then their transitions from those turnovers, they converted a lot of those.
Right. And the scouting report was about right on the mark. Central Lyon ends up winning 59-44. Unofficially, I have Lexi Ackerman with 21 points. Corey Schulte with 18 points and Kelsey Ackerman with 12. And then Sarah Halls had 7 and Winter Ross had 1 to round out their scoring.
So that's a tremendous balanced attack from an offensive standpoint. They really can work that ball around transition, but they didn't have an easy time of it with the Mustangs defense. It just seemed like they were able to convert more statistically.
Right.
That's the difference in the ball game.
Yep. Taylor Karstensen come back in the second half and had a nice game for the Mustangs. She ends up being the leading scorer for the Mustangs with 14. Jessica Sambold chipped in 12. Keely Cruz had those 3 3-pointers, so she ended up the night with 9 points. And then Mia Graham had 4 points. Danielle Eben had 3, and Abigail Eben had 2.
So that's another night where there's a lot of players, and both sides have that to brag about. A lot of players in the scoring book, but a lot more statistics than what we tracked on the steals and touched passes and tip balls.
Exactly right.
Unforced errors, definitely something to contend with for the Lady Mustangs tonight.
Yes, and like I said earlier, that might have had a little bit to do with the tough game that they played last night too. So we'll see.
No doubt.
When we play them, we play everybody in the Siouxland Conference twice. So the girls will get another shot at Central Lyon on their home floor, and if we don't have a non-conference game the night before, I really think it'll be a lot closer game.
There's definitely a prediction in place there. Definitely a well-fought game. I want to really emphasize that the Mustangs were not out of this until like the way end of the fourth quarter. They kind of ran out of time to execute any comeback strategy, but they really were
run out
in the
of
mix.
steam a little bit, and just run out of time to execute. And like you said, hats off to Central Lyon. They're not only one of the better teams in the Siouxland Conference, they're one of the better teams in Class 1A in the state of Iowa. So hats off to them, and hats off to the GLR girls for hanging tough just about that whole game.
Yeah. There's definitely a feather in your cap if you can hang with a team like Central Lyon for that long.
Yep.
And
just remember, in basketball, it doesn't matter if you go the whole season 0-20, you can still be the state tournament champion. So
you can
just
still
got to
get
peak
it
at
done.
the right time.
So definitely a great night of basketball on tap here. We got one in the books, and the second half of the doubleheader coming up. We've got about 10 minutes before starting lineups and tip-off. And so I'm going to play some messages from our sponsors here, and we'll take a quick break.
As a man of the land, you ask yourself tough questions, like, if my auger could talk, what might he say? And as a man of truth and wisdom, I can tell you that when called upon, your auger might say something like, "Gee, it sure is a nice day to move some grain there, or I'm about to shoot some grain into that bin over there." And now you ask, why does my auger sound like a Royal Mountie? Well, that's because there's a chance you bought it from some fancy outfit in Canada. That's right, you may have unintentionally outsourced a piece of equipment that sits at the center of your operation, that transports your most precious cargo. Canada, a country that is not America. Now you know. And now, next time you get it right. Because Sudengay Industries manufactures the world-class Ox Portable Auger right here in America's heartland, George, Iowa. Ox Portable Augers from Sudengay. There's work to do. The Ox.
Unique protection for electronic devices. Treeshell.com. iPhone 4 and iPhone 5. Treeshell.com. Get a case or skin
for your iPod, for your iPad 2 or new or 3 or mini. If you want a case and a cover that's super nice. For your iOS or Kindle device, visit the e-store where Tree Shell is sold. See lots of pictures, they're a sight to behold at treeshell.com. Treeshell.com. See lots of pictures, they're a sight to behold at treeshell.com. Treeshell.com.
Hello, basketball fans. Jim McConnell here, inviting you to dribble down to Northwest Consultants in George so we can pass along a quote to you on your insurance policies. We will screen our list of companies and then shoot you the best deal possible. We're sure you will jump for joy at the low cost and great coverage we can give you on your home, business, farm, auto, health, and life insurance. Give me or Vonda a call at 475-2610 or stop in and see us at our office in George, where you can have all your insurance policies in one basket. Go Mustangs!
Lyon County News is George, Iowa's hometown newspaper. Each weekly edition provides local and area news, all the school news and happenings, the TV guide, classified and box ads, and the Total Stop grocery insert. And community events notification and coverage is included as well. To subscribe, advertise, or inquire, reach them at 475-3351. That's Lyon County News in George. The Flower Box is Georgia's floral and gift specialty store. Stop in or call for fresh cut flowers and arrangements and gift items along with friendly service. The Flower Box, 133 North Main Street in George. Call 712-475-3396. And come on down to the Corner Cup for fresh brewed coffee and daily lunch specials. Choose from any of the delicious accompaniments to your favorite coffee drinks and enjoy the friendly, cozy coffee shop atmosphere. That's the Corner Cup on 149 North Main Street in George, 475-3610. Mustang Plumbing and Heating provides service and repair on furnaces, water heaters, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps, along with all types of plumbing. Speaking of water heaters, Brandon and his crew replaced our water heater last winter for us, and the prompt and thorough service he and his team provided was very much appreciated. And now we have a water system that provides much more hot water much longer, which is a very important thing in our family. Contact Brandon Cruz for your plumbing and heating needs. That's Mustang Plumbing and Heating, 101 Main Street in George, 475-2661. The Total Stop Food Store is Georgia's hometown grocery store. Not only will you find a complete selection of fresh produce, meats, dairy products, and groceries, but you'll find the kind of excellent friendly service that you'd expect from your hometown grocery store. See the fine, friendly folks at your friendly hometown grocery, the Total Stop Food Store on Main Street in George, 475-2825. That's the Total Stop Food Store in George. Are you looking for more protection against bad weather hitting your crops than federal crop insurance alone can provide? Otter Valley Insurance now offers total weather insurance, providing supplemental coverage against drought, excess moisture, heat stress, and fall freeze. And the program pays out automatically when bad weather hits. That means no paperwork and no adjuster coming out to your farm. Call Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325 to learn more and get a free quote today. That's Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325. Otter Valley Insurance and Real Estate in Georgia. Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock is a full-service, licensed plumbing contractor. Whether you're working on a brand new construction site, a remodel, or just need some repairs on existing plumbing for residential or commercial property, Ben's Plumbing and Repair is who to call at 712-348-5555. Ben even has a camera that can detect plumbing problems and diagnose issues from the inside of your pipes. See a great video of Ben Eikens, the owner of Ben's Plumbing and Repair, on our sponsor page, and give him a call at 712-348-5555. That's Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock.
When you need a case for your computer, treeshell.com. Or your iPhone, iPad, and iPod, treeshell.com. When you need a case for your Kindle device, nobody makes one near as nice as treeshell.com. For elegant products made from wood, nobody makes them near as good as treeshell.com.
Treeshell.com. Corner Service in Little Rock is the place to go for all your vehicle maintenance needs. From oil changes to overhauls, get a set of new tires or even wiper blades to help with visibility. Let the professionals at Corner Service keep your vehicles running smoothly all year long. Their service station is located at 415 Main Street in Little Rock, and they can be reached by phone at 712-479-2794. That's Corner Service, Main Street in Little Rock, 479-2794.
As a man of the land, you ask yourself tough questions, like, if my auger could talk, what might he say? And as a man of truth and wisdom, I can tell you that when called upon, your auger might say something like, "Gee, it sure is a nice day to move some grain there, or I'm about to shoot some grain into that bin over there." Now you ask, why does my auger sound like a Royal Mountie? Well, that's because there's a chance you bought it from some fancy outfit in Canada. That's right, you may have unintentionally outsourced a piece of equipment that sits at the center of your operation, that transports your most precious cargo. Canada, a country that is not America. Now you know. And now, next time, you get it right. Because Sudengay Industries manufactures the world-class Ox Portable Auger right here in America's heartland, George, Iowa. Ox Portable Augers from Sudengay. There's work to do. The Ox.
Well, speaking of work to do,
That's what we got to do.
there is work to be done here. We're a minute from opening lineups and tip-off here at the Central Lyon High School Gymnasium. You can hear the Central Lyon pep band.
Good sounding pep band.
They're doing a nice job juicing the crowd here tonight. A good turnout, a full set of bleachers on both sides of the court.
Kind of a lot of unknowns coming into this game because just like GLR, Central Lyon graduated a lot of good ball players. I believe their complete starting five from last year graduated, so I really can't even tell you who to look for tonight. As far as a go-to guy, it's all fairly new for Central Lyon, just like George Little Rock this year.
I think these players on the floor, a lot of them played football earlier this year, so there's a camaraderie and a rivalry at the same time.
They're all good friends. They get along so well in the football program, and they just like to have bragging rights tonight.
Yep. So we're getting ready to announce the starting lineups here. So Alex Wurtzma getting the nod for tonight, wearing number 3 for the Mustangs. Carter Roscom is going to be the counterpart there. Evan Voss wearing number 12 for the Mustangs. Cole Schleisner wearing number 20 for the Lions. Tanner Versteeg coming off a big game last night. His counterpart is going to be Eckenrod wearing 24. Kalen is the first name there. Kalen. Austin Hayengay. Lutmer wearing number 32. It's Nick Lutmer. Colby Clausen getting the nod for the Mustangs wearing number 45. And Grant Metzger wearing number 42 for the Lions.
So the Lions starting tonight's game with 3 sophomores.
Lions head coach Ben Gerleman. And Mustangs head coach Kurt Schilling. So we're set to get underway here. 8-minute periods, 4 of them to come. And the center tip-off will be...
Looks like Kalen Eckenrod and Evan Boss jumping center tonight.
There it is. And Evan making the case that he out-jumps his opponent there. Mustangs controlling the tempo right off the bat, working the offense. Versteeg to Wiertzma to Hayengay. Evan Voss top of the key. Out to Wiertzma, right side, tries a skip pass. Hayengay with it. Gets it to Versteeg, slashing inside, up and off the glass, and good move there. A good 2-pointer for Tanner Versteeg to break the ice. 7:25 left in the first period. Lions now work it inside. And Colby Clausen fouled Grant Metzger on a good move. He had good position inside, and Colby could do nothing but foul. Unfortunately, Metzger hit the shot, so it's an and one opportunity. Here he is at the line and hits that free throw. So 3-2 Lions out of the gate here.
Metzger had a quick first step there, and there was nothing Colby was going to do to catch up to him.
So here come the Mustangs. Trying to work the perimeter. Tanner Versteeg with it to the right side to Hayengay. Wiertzma top of the key. Versteeg now way on the left. Gets to the center. And he's feeling it already tonight, it looks like. He's got a 15-footer there for 2. There's a pass inside again. Metzger. Another foul on Colby Clausen right out of the gate here. And that's not what the Mustangs want to see.
No, that's for sure.
And I know that's not what Colby wants to see either. That free throw is good. Match tied at 4 points. And Jesse Korselman going to come in for Colby. Second free throw is good. So Metzger with all the
points so far
for the Lions. 5-4 Lions. Here's the Mustangs now on offense. Top of the key extended. Tanner Versteeg working on number 20. Hits his third shot. Cole Schleichner trying to defend him and running into a...
So far it's Grant Metzger versus Tanner Versteeg.
Man, that's a brick wall to run into trying to guard those players when they're having the kind of games they are. And that ball goes out of bounds.
Off of Alex Wiertzma's fingertips.
Schleichner inbounding to Lutmer, trying the inside shot, no good. Trying to stay with it.
Jesse Korselman with a nice rebound.
He flips it back to Tanner Versteeg, who gets it across the timeline for the Mustangs. Korselman with it now down in the block. Out to Wiertzma, tries a 3.
Alex Wiertzma, 3-pointer. That is a bonus for us.
If he can hit that, that's a big deal. It's 9-5 Mustangs early on here. 5:45 left. Here's a 3-pointer to answer by number 14, Roscom. No good. Carter Roscom denied. Tanner Versteeg brings it in. Going to be called for a charge. So he took it all the way to the house, but there was somebody in the front door there. That's his first foul. 9-5 Mustangs. 5:30 on the clock. Metzger with it out at the corner. Nick Lutmer on the left wing. Swings it over to Roscom on the left wing. Top of the key now. Guarded by Hayengay.
Mustangs staying with a man-to-man right now.
Working some time off the clock here. Good defense by the Mustangs.
Yeah, Central Lyon being very deliberate. They're running their offense.
There's a pass inside. Number 32.
Nick Lutner.
Turnaround jumper on the inside of the lane. Hits it. So 9-7. Mustangs with a 2-point lead. Evan Voss tried a 24-footer and hit it, but the play was blown dead with a foul down away from the ball.
Yeah, they called Nick Lutner on a hold on Jesse Korsman down low.
Evan just kind of casually, nonchalantly hit that almost 24-footer.
He was out there a ways.
Here's an inbounds play to Tanner Versteeg. Wiertzma to Hayengay. Versteeg working on number 22. Takes a 17-footer. That one's no good. And Jesse Korsman's going to be
called. A little going over the back a little bit there.
So Pete Minaj is in the lineup for the Lions.
Pete Minage. He's a freshman.
He's got some quickness. He's been assigned to guard Tanner Versteeg on the D side. And Roscom in number 4. And Hayengay takes that all the way to the bass drum on the other side of the court.
That was a nice job by Austin getting his hands in the passing lane there.
So Nick Lutmer to inbound for the Lions. 4 minutes gone and 4 minutes left in this first period. Minage to Lutmer. Minage and Lutmer again. Lutmer's shot no good. Evan Voss with the skying rebound in the paint. There's that 24-footer again. Evan Voss.
Wow.
From way out there. There's a driving play inside. Number 24, Kalen Eckenrod, got himself some space and hit that 12-footer in the paint to tie things up, 9-9. So it seems like as soon as the Mustangs turn down the speed a notch, then they just don't have that intensity on offense, then that seems to transcend to both ends of the court.
Yeah, that's very true. Evan hits a shot and goes off the back of the backboard, so turn it over to Central Lyon.
Here's Minage to Roscom. That's Drew Roscom wearing number 4. And Nick Lutmer drives the baseline left on a putback attempt. Going to be a foul called
on Alex Wiertzma, his first.
It's a blocking foul. Kalen Eckenrod drives the baseline, gets it out to Drew Roscom, who hits a 2-pointer. A couple inches back, and that would have been a 3-pointer there. So Mustangs resetting the offense. Tanner Versteeg tries a 17-footer, no good. No rebound for the Mustangs. Here comes the Lions. Number 24 with a 3-pointer rattles in and out. Evan Voss with the rebound gets it to Tanner Versteeg. 2 minutes left in the period. 11-9, Central Lyon in the lead.
And it looks like the Mustangs are going to slow it up just a little bit and be a little more deliberate on offense.
And Tanner Versteeg rolls one home. From 12 feet, here's Central Lyon with a tip ball here. I think that was Jesse Korsman. Got his hand up in the passing lane. It's 11-11. And
Evan's going to get a little rest here. Jake Hilbrand's in the game for Evan.
So here's Metzger. No, Nick Lutmer, rather. Nick Lutmer, a nice move inside. Created some space for himself. I think that's the name of the game, Kenny, if you can get some space
Creating
for yourself.
space, yep.
Jake Hilbrand's into the match, as we said. Here's Hayengay trying the right-hand drive. Alex Wertzma hits another 3 attempt, no good. And a foul committed on the rebound.
I think they called that on Jake Hilbrand's. That's his first. Team 6th.
Man, 6-1 on the foul score there. There's a tip ball. Corseman tips it out. Lions controlling the basketball again, trying the offense. Here's Minage with it. Pass inside to number 12. Missed a layup. That's Marcus.
Jesse Marcus.
Jesse.
And I believe he's going to be called.
And
oh, no, they called Grant Metzger on the foul.
Grant's first foul. Tanner Versteeg trying to create 15-footer extended to the left side of the free throw line and hits that. Ties it at 13. 30 seconds left in the first period. Very even matchup. Here's number 4, Drew Roscom trying another 3. No joy.
Austin Hayengay comes down with the rebound.
It's a big board from Hayengay there. Versteeg now with the ball.
Looks like the Mustang's going to hold for the last shot here.
Hayengay tries a 3 at the top of the key, no good. Good tip by Jake Hilbrand.
Tipped in by Jake Hilbrand at the buzzer.
Just had enough time to touch it, no more.
That's all he had to do.
That and done it because that would have been too late for the shot. So he just changed the direction of the ball. It's all the time he had, and he put a nice touch finish on that. So GLR 15, Central Lyon 13 at the end of the first quarter. So there's one in the books, Kenny.
1 down, 3 to go. That was a good quarter of basketball by both teams.
Very evenly matched teams here in this first quarter. Tough assignment for that freshman, Nick Minage, to have to guard Tanner Versteeg.
That's a big task, especially for Pete. He's a good athlete, but yeah, he is still just a freshman, and it's a big transition, to varsity basketball, and he's going to have his hands full tonight.
Yeah. Yep, he's going to fall into bed tired tonight. Well, Lions bringing in a new look here for the start of the second period.
Lions will inbounds the ball to start the second quarter.
Metzger's in. Schleusner. Boy, I'm butchering that name, Kenny.
Schleusner?
Schleusner. A whole bunch of extra S's in that one. Schleusner. I think that's probably how to say that. Jesse Corseman committing a foul on that whistle you just heard underneath on Metzger, who drove down underneath, got a good pass, good feed, and
that's Jesse's second foul.
So Metzger at the free throw line hits the front end of the 2-shot attempt. 7-2 on the team fouls. Mustangs with 7.
Jordy Cruz in the lineup for the Mustangs.
There shall be rebounds.
Metzger makes the second.
Tied at 15, 7:30 left in the second period. Here's Jake Hilbrand out to Tanner Versteeg, out to Reed Guzzi, right wing, tries a 3, no good. Here come the Lions in transition. They're going to try to push it ahead, and that's 24.
Kalen Eckenrod.
Same move as he did before. Drives it into the paint. Puts up about an 8-footer.
Nice little floater.
And it's good. Gives the Lions a 2-point lead, 17-15. Tanner Versteeg into Jordan Cruz. Tries a right-hander. No good. Reed Guzzi comes out of there with it. Resets to Tanner Versteeg. Wirtz-Smith of Hillbrands to Guzzi. Back to Hillbrands. And I believe Reed Guzzi was fouled.
I believe that was on Kalen Eckenrod. Nope. My mistake. It was on Carter Roskam.
So here's Tanner trying an 18-footer. Comes up short. Metzger with the rebound. Schleusner driving it up. And here's number 24 down to 32. Nick Lutner. Good position inside, and they hit him inside. There's 19-15 now. The Mustangs are going to have to convert some points here to keep that tide from swinging. A long cross-court pass from Wirtz-Smith of Versteeg, trying to create some offense. Guzzi goes down onto the floor. No foul calls.
Central Lyon comes up with it.
And there's number 32, Nick Lutner, hitting another shot from his right baseline. About 12 foot out. Calmly hits another one. So 21-15.
Call Alex Wirtz on a foul away from the ball. I don't know if they called an illegal screen. In any case, it's Alex's second foul.
So here come the Lions again on offense. Top of the key, now swinging it left. Here's Menage driving it inside. He's on a pile on the ground, and no call there either.
Jordy Cruz up with the rebound.
Versteeg working a dribbling clinic on Menage there. Inside to Jordan Cruz, out to Nick Hillbrand, or Jake Hillbrands rather. Jordan Cruz, right side, and now the pass to Reed Guzzi in the far left corner. Works at baseline, puts up an 8-footer, no good. Evan Voss missed the rebound, and here come the Lions. Nick Lutmer drives it down, gets it to Schleusner, to Kalen Eckenrod. Back to Metzger, Grant Metzger in the mix here. And a three-pointer on the way from Schleusner, no good. Out of bounds. And off of Central Lyon.
Yep, off of Nick Lutner, so GLR get the ball.
We're having 3 or 4 substitutions in for the Lions. Drew Roskam back in the game. .34 Roths.
Another freshman.
It's C.J. Roths. Versteeg trying to create on offense. No go, and the rebound off of Jordan Cruz out of bounds. 6-point lead for the Lions. 21-15. And here is Drew Roskam trying to three from the far left side, no joy. Mustangs control the rebound. Reed Guzzi working it on C.J. Roths. Goes out of bounds off of Roths. 4:09 left in the period. Jake Hillbrands with it down to the left corner, drives it to the right, or the left wing rather. And gets it to Tanner Versteeg. Converts a nice baseline bucket there. Drew Roskam drives it inside. He's going to be fouled by Evan Voss.
That's Evans first. Team 9th.
So 1-on-1 for Central Lyon here. 9th team foul, as you so aptly put, and 3 team fouls for Central Lyon.
Makes the first, gets the bonus.
From here on out, any fouls committed by the Mustangs will result in a double bonus. Second free throw rattles up and out, no good. The Lions control it. Jesse Marcus gets it out of there. Menage with it now to the right wing. Here's Marcus trying a 15-footer extended to the left wing, no good.
Good position by Evan Voss there.
And I believe that was Drew.
Yep.
Roscom over the back.
Yep, that's his first. Team 4th.
So just a 5-point difference in the score here, 22-17. Evan Voss to Reed Guzzi to Tanner Versteeg. Out to Jake Hilbrands. Drives it to the top of the key, gets it to Versteeg. Inside to Jordan Cruz, in good position.
Nice job by Jordy to get position. Good job by Tanner to get him the ball.
Reed Guzzi reaching in on Menage there.
That's Reed's first.
So Pete Menage at the free throw line. He's going to have a double
Two-shot foul from now on, rest of the half.
First one on the way. Rattles up and in. 4 points now, 23-19. Second free throw on the way. And that's no good. Jordan Cruz with a commanding rebound there. So Mustangs setting the offense with 3 minutes to go in the half. Reed Guzzi. Jake Hilbrands drives it inside, tries a jumper, no good. Here come the Lions. Good pass underneath. Good pass underneath to Drew Roscom. Tried a shot, but Evan Voss blocked it.
Tomahawked it.
That's the little trip down memory lane there, Kenny. That's the 7th grade block that Darwin Clausen had against me in junior high basketball. So just bear in mind that as a 7th grader, Darwin Clausen was the height I am now.
Yeah, he was a big fella.
and
I still is.
About the height of my 12-year-old at that time. So tomahawk is a good word for it. Lions working it around the hill there. Top of the key, shot no good. Rebound controlled by the Lions. Roscom to Roscom, Carter Roscom in the game. So two Roscoms in at once here for the GLR working to defend them. We're going to have a turnover of some kind. I didn't see what happened.
I didn't catch that either.
I don't believe there was a foul call.
No, there wasn't a foul.
Here's Hayengate driving it in uncontested. Shot's no good, and Lions control the rebound. There's Nick Letmer to C.J. Roths trying a three. That was well shot, but no joy. Tanner Versteeg now across the timeline, quickly working inside. He hits a 15-footer. And it brings the score to within 2. Minute 39 on the clock. Reed Guzzi with a steal on an errant dribble there. Carter Roscom kind of took a stutter step and left the ball a little too far from himself.
Yep, and Reed picked it up, and then Carter just tried to get it back and got called for the reach in. It's only the 15th foul.
So the Mustangs have a chance to tie this thing going into the halftime huddle. It's a minute 20 left on the clock. Got a little tight going across. Now that's Evan Voss.
Evan Voss, big three.
24 feet again, isn't it? 22 probably. Makes the three, so Mustangs have the lead by 1. And Evan on the other end with a big block. Mustangs lost that rebound to Central Lyon, who converted a transition bucket there. So 25-24 Central Lyon. Evan Voss trying another three from the top of the key and aired that one out. Just didn't get his feet set there. 54 seconds left in the second period here. Lions working it to the left wing. Off to Drew Roscom, drives it inside. Turnaround Metzger, no good. And there's an offensive foul that's going to be called on
Nick Lutner, I believe.
Nick Lutmer. I think Evan took a pretty good hit and went down there.
That's Nick's second. Team sixth.
So Tanner Versteeg working on number 20, Cole Schleichner. It might take me a couple more quarters to get that pronunciation right. Pass out to the right wing, Jake Hilbrands. And he's going to be called for a travel. Good defense there on Kalen Eckenrod's part to tie him up, and that caused a travel by the Mustangs. Here come the Lions. Timeout by Coach Ben Gerleman. He wants a 30-second timeout to talk over this 14.4 second play here. Lions with a 1-point lead here over the Mustangs, 25-24. But just as a point of observation, Kenny, I was noticing that it seems like players are on the floor a lot more than usual.
Than in years past.
Than back in the 80s, back in the day.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about it.
And I don't know if it speaks to hustle. I think we had players that would dive for a loose ball, but it seems like everything's a loose ball now.
Everything is the game has gotten so much faster. You know, kids just get better conditioned, and the game has just changed, and the kids have adjusted to that, and they know they have to be on the floor to get every single ball they can.
There's another one on the floor. Hayengate gets it. 6 seconds. Evan Voss trying to hit Reed Guzzi. He's just got too much bicep power, I think.
Yeah, that was
a strong,
he really he zinged that, and it was a little behind Reed, so Reed had to kind of turn to his, almost turn completely around. And
wow, what a move! I'm going to let that one go by and recap it for you. Cole Schleichner knifed his way into the paint there with the buzzer to beat. Got the shot off, and it rattled home. So 27-24 is the score at halftime. So that means that was a 12-11 second quarter, doesn't it? I believe it does. 12-11 in favor of
9. We had
I just did the math upside down.
Yeah,
here.
we had 15 at the end of the first quarter, so we only scored 9 that quarter.
I don't know what I'm talking about here, do I?
And they scored 14.
So 9-14. You're right. I have Central Lyon at the top of my balance sheet there. So that's a big turnaround. Only a 2-point difference on the score. But Mustangs had a 2-point lead, so it's a 4-point swing in the second quarter.
Yep. Central Lyon really hustled well that second quarter, and we had our fair share of decent shots. We just missed a couple more than we did it probably in the first quarter, and that always shows up on the scoreboard at halftime.
Well, we've got 8 minutes left on the halftime clock here, and it'll be interesting to see this second half as it unfolds. Before we get to that, we're going to hear from our sponsors, Northwest Consultants in George.
Hello, basketball fans. Jim McConnell here, inviting you to dribble down to Northwest Consultants in George so we can pass along a quote to you on your insurance policies. We will screen our list of companies and then shoot you the best deal possible. We're sure you will jump for joy at the low cost and great coverage we can give you on your home, business, farm, auto, health, and life insurance. Give me or Vonda a call at 475-2610 or stop in and see us at our office in George, where you can have all your insurance policies in one basket. Go Mustangs!
Well, we want to thank Northwest Consultants for their sponsorship here at the GLR Radio Network. You can see Jim or Vonda there. Give them a call for any insurance needs you may have. 7:30 to go in the halftime break here. And I think it really speaks to that tenacious defense that Central Lyon put up a big fight in the second quarter and just stuck with it just a little bit longer than the Mustangs to get that buzzer beater shot off. And Schleusner, nobody cut him off, so he had a chance to do it, and he did. He was able to convert it.
We chased him all the way to the basket, so.
Yep. Well, we're going to have a message from the Lyon County News here, and then we'll be back with Coach's Corner with head coach Heather Grafing.
Lyon County News is George, Iowa's hometown newspaper. Each weekly edition provides local and area news, all the school news and happenings, the TV guide, classified and box ads, and the Total Stop grocery insert. And community events notification and coverage is included as well. To subscribe, advertise, or inquire, reach them at 475-3351. That's Lyon County News in George.
Well, we're thankful for Lyon County News sponsorship here of the GLR Radio Network, and we're just entering Coach's Corner here. Head coach Heather Grafing, head coach for the GLR girls, and Coach, good overall performance tonight by the GLR girls.
Yeah, they did. There's, I guess my big thing tonight with these guys is I think they played really hard, but there were times we didn't play very smart. Something that we've always done well this year. We've played some tough teams like MLC, teams like that like to put pressure on, and I felt like we let their press get to us a little bit. And they were going to plug that middle up. They know we like to get the ball to the middle of the floor. We made some adjustments in the second half with our press break, and that seemed to work. For us right now, the most important thing about playing Central Lyon is we need to start figuring them out, because we're going to play them for sure 2 more times. Once at George and then once at tournaments. So the goal tonight was, obviously we want to go for a W, but at the same time, if we can walk out of here and learn a little something that's going to help us in February, that's the main thing.
Well, the threat assessment was right on with the Ackermans there, both big offensive and defensive pressure threats, and they lived up to their billing tonight. I think Lexi had, oh goodness, I
21,
wrote it down.
I believe.
21 points, and Kelsey had 12. Corey Schulte with 18. So they had some big offensive threats, and they really did a good job with converting some of those turnovers on their press. They're definitely a pressing team, and I know that you can plan for that, but when it comes time to execute that at the time of the game, that can be hard to do, because if you get the ball stuck in the back court or the first part of the front court, that can be tough to get the pass out of there, and they're to be commended for executing that plan.
And what's the thing with Central Lyon? That's the number one thing we know. They live and die by that. And if you can beat them, in that area, it almost makes them panic a little bit, because that's what they rely on. Like I said, tonight we figured them out a little bit. You could tell the first quarter we came out, we had a lot of energy, and it just seemed like we ran out of gas. I guess 2 things that would have been helpful. I don't know if it would have changed the outcome, but it would have been helpful to have a good scout practice yesterday, and it would have been helpful for the girls to have their legs a little bit. This is a team you have to really in practice, you got to prepare for. We prepared for them this afternoon. We prepared for them before the game, but there's something about getting out there and getting some hands-on experience before you step on the floor and play against them. I know it would have been helpful, but the fact of the matter is, we played hard. We knew their big three. At times we didn't recognize them. I felt like we did a good job on Kelsey Ackerman on the outside. She got 1-3 on us off. But other than that, we made her score in different ways than she normally does. And so that, I thought the girls did a good job. We lost Lexi a couple times. Lexi's going to get hers. She's going to score, between 15, 20 points a night. She's just that talented of a kid. So hers wasn't so much the points that bothered me, but we've got to keep Corey Schulte and Kelsey Ackerman from being less of a factor next time.
Yes, and that's definitely a good, I don't know, it's not the easiest way to scout a team to be on the court playing them, but you definitely had your scouting practice here tonight.
We did, and the thing is, the girls know what to expect. There's nothing tricky. There's nothing fancy about it. We knew exactly what to expect. At times we didn't make very good decisions. Second half, I think we can do a lot of different things if Danny Eben's on the floor and she's not in foul trouble. We needed her out there tonight, and she worked hard when she was out there. She just got caught a couple times. But more than anything, I really preach to the girls in there is walk out of here and know a little bit more about them than we did yesterday. And, for us, I'm a coach that preaches end of January, beginning of February. That's when we want to put the pieces together. It'd be great if we could get W's, but sometimes, the losses just make you sit back and analyze more. So we're going to learn from this. We got Boyden Hall, so now we're not thinking about this anymore. We're thinking about Boyden Hall Friday night, and we're going to bounce back.
Definitely, Coach. Great overall performance tonight. Nothing to be ashamed of by any means. And you're playing an opponent that is playing a tremendous season of basketball, and it's because they're an eminent threat in the conference and in the state. And you hung with them tight right till the end. So. And
we're right there. We're just a couple possessions away from being right there. You think about in the third quarter, they made a little run at us, and one of them was we gave them the baseline. We missed layups on this end. We had some opportunities to get some easy buckets, and we chose to try to pass it outside instead of putting it up strong. So there's about 8 to 10 points of offense I think we can get normally. And defensively, we knew what we had to do. It just seemed like our legs just wouldn't move tonight. So I think mentally, these kids, I'm fairly confident these kids and the team could tell another team how to beat Central Lyon. I just think physically it was just a challenge tonight. I think their legs were a little bit tired. But, like I said, right now we're thinking about ending, going into Christmas break with a W. We're after Boyden Hall. And, we'll get another shot at these guys, but we're going to wait and think about some of our other opponents in the meantime.
Yes, well, definitely a great overall performance tonight. Again, Coach, thank you so much for joining us here at Coach's Corner.
All right, thank you guys very much.
We will see you again Friday night.
Friday night, sounds good.
So again, that's Lyon County News, our sponsor for Coach's Corner. We'll be back right after this message to start the second half.
Lyon County News is George, Iowa's hometown newspaper. Each weekly edition provides local and area news, all the school news and happenings, the TV guide, classified and box ads, and the Total Stop grocery insert. And community events notification and coverage is included as well. To subscribe, advertise, or inquire, reach them at 475-3351. That's Lyon County News in George.
Well, thanks again to Lyon County News. That's Coach's Corner. Each time at halftime, we're going to be bringing Coach Heather Grafing to you with insights and helping to recap the girls' game. And so we want to thank her for her insight and her information. We're getting ready to start the second half here.
Mustangs going to inbounds the ball to start the third quarter.
So we're underway here. Mustangs with Jake Hilbrands inside. Nice turnaround move, no good. And Jake's going to be called for a foul, I believe, on the ensuing rebound effort. That's his second foul.
His second, team first. That was a hot pass meant for Grant Metzger, and I think Evan Voss just got a little piece of it, knocked it out of bounds.
7:36 on the clock. There's a shot, did everything but go in.
Yeah,
for
Kaylin Eckenrod.
Kaylin there. Here comes Tanner, jump stop. Man, is that a 2-foot jump stop? That's a textbook.
That's nice. That was
He got himself
perfect
to
technique.
10-foot range there in the middle of the lane.
Jump stop and went straight up vertical.
A good move underneath to get the ball, but Evan Voss denies the shot.
That was good defense. We forced him just a little too far underneath, and not a good angle.
Evan trying a shot from 8 foot on the right baseline. That rims out, no good. And on the other end,
off of Nick Lepner's hands, right into the hands of Tanner Versteeg.
It's a quick back and forth action here. Not a lot of change in the score. It's 27-26. And Evan tries a bounce pass, but it's not hot enough and gets stolen out of there by Schleusner. So Lions content to run their offense. Jake Hilbrand's called for a blocking foul.
That was a nice crossover dribble by Nick Lepner to create that.
So Jake's going to come out. Alex Wiertzma is going to be in.
Yeah, that's Jake's third foul. Team second of the third quarter here, second half.
An inbounds pass. Carter Roscom. There's Nick Lutmer. Turnaround jumper off the glass and good. He's when he's 4 foot from the basket, he's got a hard to stop.
Yeah,
position
he's pretty
there.
accurate.
Here comes Tanner Versteeg, 15-footer, no good. Rebound rims out. Lions control it. There's a lot of bodies on the floor going for it. Lions control it. Schleusner tries a jumper. 17 feet.
Nice little jumper.
Hits it. Mustangs have got to follow their shot in order to get some of those rebounds. If that shot doesn't go.
Little turnaround half hook by Alex Wiertzma, just off the mark.
There's Kalen Eckenrod. He puts a hip into, is that Hayengay?
Yeah, I believe Austin with the foul there. That's his first.
Hayengay's going to be called for the blocking foul. He's got 2 free throws. He was in the process of shooting. Just like that, Mustangs with 3 fouls. Second free throw is also good. So all of a sudden it's a 7-point game again. It's down to 1, now it's 7. Reed Guzzi, far left side, drives it to the middle. Tanner Versteeg for 3, airs it out. So the Lions bring the ball up to court. Cole Schleusner. Am I getting close on that one, Kenny?
Oh, yeah, you got it.
And down underneath to Nick Lutmer. He's definitely a presence inside. If they can get him the ball, he's creating a lot of offensive opportunity.
He's a solid kid for a sophomore.
It's 4 fouls now on the Mustangs. Less than 4 minutes gone in the third period.
That foul is on Alex Wiertzma. That's his third.
And Lutmer hits the front of 2. So Drew Roscom going to come in for Carter Roscom. And Alex going to take a seat with 3 fouls. Jesse Korseman in to replace him. That free throw is no good. And Jesse Korseman goes to the pavement to get that. Gets it to Reed Guzzi, takes it all the way to the house.
Lays it up and in.
Gets it to fall. It's amazing how much he had to take off of that because he was really moving when he got to the rim. Great transition basketball there by Reed Guzzi. Here's Lutmer, pass inside to Drew. And Roscom gets a shot up and in and is fouled by Reed Guzzi.
That'll be Reed's second.
So we're going to take a quick break here to let you hear from Country Boutique. It's a full timeout, 36-28, 4:17 on the clock.
Country Boutique in Rock Rapids is a full-service floral shop with everything you'd need from a romantic bouquet to home or office decorating for any season. They have an impressive selection of gift items for every budget, a framing gallery for photographs or paintings and memorabilia, a formal wear specialty store for weddings and proms and other formal occasions, and much, much more. Get an instant coupon worth $5 that you can use on your next visit by texting CB Flowers to 72727. Again, just text CB Flowers to 72727, and an instant coupon worth $5 off a qualifying purchase will be sent straight to your phone. That's the Country Boutique in Rock Rapids, Iowa, 712-472-3668.
Definitely a worthwhile deal there from the Country Boutique. $5 off a qualifying purchase. That just means off of something $25 or more. And man, that's a good deal for Christmas gifts or any time you need to find a good gift item. Country Boutique.
Drew Roskam at the line to try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
And 12 and 12 in the lane together. That's Jesse Marcus. I think he's going to be called for an over the back.
Yep.
I think Evan Voss had position. So it's an 8-point game here now. 36-28, Lions in the lead. The pass inside to Jesse Korseman. Got the
up and in off the glass.
He got the up and in from inside the block there in the lane. So good conversion there. 36-30. Drew Roskam working on Reed Guzzi. Gets it over to Nick Lutmer. Way over to the left side now. Kalen Eckenrod, guarded by Hayengay. And he's called for a travel. Hayengay hounded him to the point where he couldn't complete his vision for that play.
That was a nice job. Nice job on defense there.
So let's see if the Mustangs can continue to etch their way into this lead. Evan Voss out to Hayengay. Top of the key to Reed Guzzi. Tries a 15-footer, and that rattles up and out. No good. Evan Voss tried for the rebound, tipped it out of bounds. He got higher than the other guy, but couldn't bring it in.
No.
So Pete Menage back into the game for the Lions. Hayengay hounding his opponent again there. Kalen Eckenrod.
He's doing a good job on Kalen.
Pass inside. Oh, that's a nice under move there. Jesse Marcus up and under. Reverse layup. Got it to go. Evan Voss going to answer. Puts him on the ground and gets the shot to go. Travel called on
Eckenrod. Once again, he likes that spin move, but he's picking up his dribble too quick before he makes that spin.
Good thing for the Mustangs because he hit that three after the spin. Hayengay works it inside. Back out to Hayengay. Drives it around his defender and gets into the paint. He's fouled as he shoots. Missed the shot, but he's going to be at the line shooting two.
That foul was on Drew Roskam. That's his second.
So Hayengay's free throw rattles out, no good. .232 on the clock. 38-32, Lions in the lead. Hayengay at the line shooting the second free throw.
Got the second one to go.
Rattles that one home. So here's Pete Menage quickly across the timeline. Down to Nick.
C.J. Roth there.
C.J.
Tanner Versteeg, nice little step-in move to plug the passing lane and get the ball.
Evan Voss, good slice and dice it does much more. Up and under and scores. 3 points now, 38-35. Jesse Korselman going to be flagged with a blocking foul there, if I'm not mistaken. So Pete Minich going to inbound it to the Lions.
That's Jesse's third.
The baseline move. Evan comes in to try to block that. The rebound controlled by, I believe that was Roths that put that back.
That was Nick Lepner.
Was it Nick?
Yep.
There's Tanner Versteeg driving it in to that 12-point mark again. He wasn't stopped. He puts it up and in. 40-37. Evan Voss going to be called for a push there, I believe. He was trying to hold his ground and held it a little too hard, maybe you might say.
That's Evan's second. He's team seventh, though, so that puts him into the bonus.
So Alex Wiertzma going to come in, replacing Evan Voss. Minute 35 in the third period. Marcus hits the front end of a two-shot. Oh, I guess it was a one-on-one. Front end of a one-on-one opportunity. Hits both of them. So extending the lead back to 5. Here comes Hayengay for the Mustangs. He drives it in, puts a shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound out to Versteeg, tries a three-pointer. And that was mutually controlled by Wiertzma and Nick Lutmer. And they did not let go of that until they were well out of the court.
And just like the girls' name, they called the jump ball immediately.
Possession arrow in favor of the Lions. They've got the ball now at their offensive side of the court. Wiertzma with a Shamu dive for that pass, knocks it out of bounds.
Lutmer,
there's
nice
Lutmer
little
up and
12-foot
over.
jumper.
So here's Versteeg, drives in uncontested into that paint. Here's a rebound, good putback attempt. No joy for Jesse Korselman, but had a good look on a putback. Just didn't get it to go. Roth's working on Guzzi. Here comes Lutmer again. Three-pointer.
Lutmer's feeling it now.
He can hit from anywhere. Nobody's going to pick up Hayengay. He's going to drive it in. And he's going to get that shot to fall. It's a blocking foul during the process of shooting.
Foul's on Jesse Marcus. That's his second.
So Hayengay at the line to try to complete a three-point play here. Rattles it out, no good. Lutmer with the rebound. He's going to try a three from the right side.
Just must have been inside. They called it a two.
They gave him two, but he's feeling it. There's no question about that. Here's Reed Guzzi to answer with a three-pointer from the left side. Hits it with 2 seconds to go. And no shot will be attempted on the Lions. Trying to get that last shot off was too little time to go. So 8 minutes on the clock, fourth period coming. 49-42, Central Lyon.
Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock is a full-service, licensed plumbing contractor. Whether you're working on a brand new construction site, a remodel, or just need some repairs on existing plumbing for residential or commercial property, Ben's Plumbing and Repair is who to call at 712-348-5555. Ben even has a camera that can detect plumbing problems and diagnose issues from the inside of your pipes. See a great video of Ben Eikens, the owner of Ben's Plumbing and Repair, on our sponsor page, and give him a call at 712-348-5555. That's Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock.
Well, if Ben was sending his magic camera down the pipes here and looking for problems, what would he be identifying? There's just a differential there between how the two teams are playing, isn't there?
Yeah, and it just comes down to, we've taken some decent shots and they haven't fallen, and Central Lyon this late in that third quarter took several shots, and I think just about every one of them went in. So that it's just sometimes you got the hot hand and sometimes you don't.
Evan Voss gets it to Guzzi. There's an unforced error there. He was trying to skip pass and then thought better of it and thought of it again. So any indecision is mighty tough when you've got your dribble picked up.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Here come the Lions again on offense. Stolen away by Alex Wiertzma. Good job to shoot into that passing lane. Tanner Versteeg now slicing into the lane, tries a 15-footer, no good. Evan Voss over the back, I believe, on the rebound. And that's a bonus now for the rest of the night.
That's Evans' third.
So this could go a long time on the clock if there's any fouls committed.
Looks like Kayla Eckenrod to the line for a bonus.
Missed the front end there. Here comes Hayengay. Gets it to Versteeg, to Evan Voss, drives it inside. He's fouled before the shot. Is that on Marcus?
That was on Nick Lepner. That's his third.
Nick, okay. Tanner driving it baseline. It's a little 4-footer, no good, and rebound to Nick Lepner. This ball stolen out of there. Hayengay with it, driving it all the way to the house. Got it to go. Good hustle by Hayengay to make that play. And that's number 20, Cole Schleisner,
called for a carry. You don't see that very often.
He's trying to work his magic on Tanner Versteeg, and he's called for a carry on that. I guess that's the only way to describe that. But here's Hayengay driving it baseline on Carter Roskam, and it's going to be fouled, blocking foul called. 5 team fouls now for Central Lyon. Inbounds play now to Tanner Versteeg.
That's Carter's third, by the way.
Tanner tries a 15-footer. I'm going to correct that. It's more like a 13-footer. He was inside the paint.
In the paint.
49-46 Lions. Mustangs hanging in there. But Evans going to be called for a reach. You got to guard that Nick Lutmer like your life depends upon it, don't you?
Yeah. That's Evans' fourth.
If he gets a step on you, how do you close that distance when he's got a step on you?
You don't. That's when you got to have help from the rest of your defense.
Evan had to use his right bicep to stop that. So here comes Nick Lutmer from the free throw line. Shots up and good. It's the front end of a one-on-one. The rest of the fouls will be a double bonus the rest of the night. 4-point lead for Central Lyon here, 50-46, 6:20 on the clock. Second free throw rattles home as well. So here come the Mustangs. Hayengay brings it across the timeline. So to Reed Guzzi at the top of the key. Tanner Versteeg going to try a 16-footer. Rattles out, no good. And there's going to be a foul committed. They're all walking down to the
I believe they're going to call it on Jake Hilbrands.
And that's Jake's fourth foul.
That's Jake's fourth. And that puts Central Lyon into the double bonus the rest of the night.
So 10-5 in the team foul category. Lutmer hits the front end of 2. Mustangs are going to have to find a different answer here for the rest of this quarter. Second free throw on the way, no good. Mustangs control the rebound and wrestle over it between themselves. Jake Hilbrands went down to the floor, and he's going to be called for a travel. We're going to have a 30-second timeout from the Central Lyon coaching staff. Kenny, it's just indicative of the confidence, I think. The Mustangs are just not showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, we've had several opportunities down here, and it just seems like, we're just a little hesitant to pull the trigger sometimes and try to get that extra pass or two in, and a lot of times then you end up getting the ball tipped away or throwing the ball away, and you don't even get an opportunity to score. So we just need to be more aggressive, and anybody on the floor for the Mustangs can put the ball in the hoop. So they just have to have that confidence to, if they got an open shot, they need to take it.
So Lions work it in from underneath their basket, out of bounds, to Cole Schleissner, who's now working on Tanner Versteeg. Tanner making a sliding effort at a steal. Skidding to a stop in front of the cheerleaders over there. Way out of bounds. Good hustle by Versteeg trying to get that ball away. Schleissner slicing and dicing, gets an open look at the basket. Ball's tipped outside, and now inside to Lutmer, who's got the rebound underneath. He's going to be fouled in the process of shooting. So just too many rebounds caroming out of the reach of the Mustangs there. 5:39 on the clock. 6-point difference is all there is here, Kenny.
Yeah, it's still a close game. That foul was on Tanner Versteeg, by the way. That's his second. Lutner at the line made the first of a two-shot foul.
Second free throw up and also good.
Right now, that's definitely the difference in the game is a free throw line.
So Mustangs going to have to put some hot sauce on it here to make some stuff happen. Here's Hayengay trying a three from far left side, no good. Schleissner with it on the far end of the court. Gets it to Lutmer. Down to Carter Roscom. Back to Lutmer in the corner. Rattles in and out, no good.
Wurtzma with a good rebound.
Clears the rebound to Versteeg. Tries a three. Comes up short on it.
And now this is in the point of the game where, your legs start to feel a little heavy, from playing last night, and really have to dig deep here.
Eckenrod tries a three. It bounces up and over the backboard, touches the top, and is out of bounds. So just 8 points to make up here, but the Mustangs have got to get some shots to fall. Versteeg to Guzzi to Hayengay, back to Guzzi. Looked at a three, thought better of it. Swings all the way around. Tanner Versteeg down to the baseline is fouled by Eckenrod. Trying a baseline drive there. Just 16 fouls so far on
that's Kalen's
Lions.
first foul of the night.
Inbounds pass, high lobbing pass to Versteeg, and there's just a missed pass inside to Hayengay. Just went right to the Lions. So Lions work it down the right side. Here comes Reed Guzzi. And works it all the way down to the paint. Tried to lay up, and he was fouled by Eckenrod. Good hustle by Eckenrod just to get in a place where he could block that shot.
Yeah.
He did commit the foul, but prevented an easy layup there. Reed Guzzi was really hauling hay down to the other end of the court. Guzzi's free throw is up and good. We're going to have Pete Menage back in. Carter Roskam back in as well. Reed Guzzi at the line shooting the second free throw. That rattles out, no good. So the Lions with a 7-point lead here, 4 minutes left in the ball game. Good catch underneath by number 12, Jesse Marcus.
So far in the game, we've been outscored 17-2 at the free throw line.
17-2 is more than the 7-point differential, isn't there?
Yeah. And it's not like we've missed 20 free throws either. We are 2 for 5.
So here is Reed Guzzi with an opportunity for a 1-on-1. Missed the front end of that one. So here comes Marcus down to Carter Roskam. Number 24 driving it all the way. Kalen Eckenrod driving it all the way to the house there.
Yeah, nice little screen set up for him and gave him a clear path all the way to the basket.
And there's Tanner Versteeg trying a 15-footer.
Yeah, Tanner's shots are kind of hitting off the front of the rim now. I think, last night's tough game, I think, is just kind of catching up to our boys here a little bit.
There's Nick Lutmer with a turnaround from 4 foot in the inside. So a 30-second timeout requested by head coach Kurt Schilling. We'll be back right after this short word from our sponsors.
You're going to want to talk about my thunderous proclamation. Don't. I prefer exclusion. To be overlooked, neglected. Would you prefer to park the skid loader outside so I can have a spot in the machine shed? Probably so, but trust me, the attention only makes me angry. That's the thing about Ox portable loggers from Sudengay. We don't need much, just a few 100 tons of grain to move. The Ox.
Mustangs have got to feel like they've got a few 100 tons of grain to move here.
They've hauled the mail 2 nights in a row, and that's tough.
There's Evan Voss trying an 18-footer. Rims out, no good. Haingay steals it away on the rebound. Gets it back to Versteeg, tries a 12-footer, and he hits that one. So 58-49 stands the score. Lions, Pete Minich working on Tanner Versteeg. There's Marcus working on. Oh, Wiertzma went up and over the top of Nick Lutmer.
Yeah, could have easily been called a foul, but they let it go.
And Haingay on the other end trying to create. Gets called for a charge. I believe that was Marcus that set his feet there. So 11 points the difference here in this match. Pete Minich got some quickness there. Gets it across the line. And Tanner Versteeg will be flagged with that one. Kalen Eckenrod driving to the right side. Had a hand on his hip.
That's Tanner's third.
So this double bonus has really been a major factor here in this second half. The single bonus and the double bonus. You can say foul trouble has definitely played its part in this second half.
Well, we've been outscored like 20-2 on the free throw line.
Tanner going to try a three-pointer. Comes up short on it.
Off the front of the rim again.
Gets his own rebound. He's going to drive at baseline. Tries a from 8 foot instead. Hits that one. 62-51. Less than 2 minutes left now. 1:55 in the game. Pete Minich takes it all the way to the house. Lays it up and in. Eckenrod's going to be called for a blocking foul against Haingay.
That's Kalen's third.
So Austin Haingay at the line. Missed the front end of it. Evan Voss with a big rebound. Lost it out of bounds. Lions basketball. Menage breaking the press, gets it off to Eckenrod. Missed the layup. Here's Tanner pulling up from 14. Rattles it home. 2 points. 64-53. Reed Guzzi trying to get the ball away from C.J. Roth. It's going to be called for a foul, a reach violation. Minute 15 on the clock. And that first free throw is up and good. It'd be interesting to know that if it's a double bonus, how many more points are scored from the free throw line. That second one's up and good. I guess it's a moot point if they're making them both, but just to have that second one regardless has got to make a difference in the outcome. Here's Tanner Versteeg from 18 foot. The rebound tipped way up ahead to Lutmer. Uncontested. Less than a minute left. 68-53. So here's Versteeg out to Haingay. Reed Guzzi. Haingay driving at baseline. Puts it up and in. Good move by Haingay. Get himself free there. Puts the layup up and in. Pete Menage clears it across the timeline. 35 seconds. Lions content to run it out. Lutmer guarded by Evan Voss. Mustangs being told to not foul. 20 seconds left.
I think Central Lyon's content just to run out the clock.
Reed Guzzi with a shot at the buzzer. It hits a three at the buzzer. So it makes it a 10-point lead at the end of the game. 68-58. But really, this was academic from about 4 minutes on.
Yeah, it really was.
So a good showing by the Mustang boys here tonight, but they did not have an answer for a couple of the threats inside.
No, and you could, not to make excuses, but you could definitely tell the boys had played last night.
And they had played the best game of their season. They put it all on the court and didn't walk out with a whole lot of energy.
That's right, and that makes a huge difference when one team hasn't had to play since Friday, and the other team played it wasn't an easy game either. It was a really tough, hard game them boys had to play last night, and it just catches up to them.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see what they take from this. That was definitely a good way to scout out these Lions, and I think a pretty even matchup all in all, from a talent standpoint, a speed standpoint, all of that. So good match here tonight. You missed a good one, but I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast, and we'll be back after this closing message from our sponsors.
On behalf of the GLR Radio Network, I'd like to personally thank each of the sponsors of this radio broadcast for their assistance in bringing these games to you. Mustang Plumbing and Heating, Total Stop Food Store, Otter Valley Insurance and Real Estate, Northwest Consultants, The Flower Box and the Corner Cup, Dykstra Chiropractic, The Hair Hut, Warnchies Paint and Body, Country Boutique, Ben's Plumbing and Repair, Corner Service, The Lantern Coffee House and Roastery, Security Savings Bank, Frontier Bank, Sudengay Industries, Duralift, iDepositChecks.com, and TreeShell.com. If you appreciate this broadcast, please let these sponsors know. You can see more information on our broadcast website at www.youcanhear.us/GLR. Again, you can hear us at youcanhear.us/GLR. And you can get the GLR app right on your phone so you can easily get in touch with these sponsors. Just text GLR to 72727 and a link with the free mobile app will be on your phone right away. Again, just text GLR to 72727 for the free GLR radio app. Thanks also to the George Little Rock School for the opportunity to be the voice of the Mustangs and to bring this broadcast to you. Thanks again, and thanks for listening.
I want to thank head coach Ben Gerleman, who's also the athletic director here at Central Lyon, for the opportunity to be up here in the catbird seat tonight to bring you this live action. I also want to thank my co-pilot here in the booth, Kenny Schilling.
Yeah, thanks for having me up here again.
You've got some scoring that you wanted to recap here before we sign off?
Yep, I got some stats here. Central Lyon wins 68-58. They were led tonight by sophomore Nick Lepner, 31 big points. Kaylin Eckenrod come in with 10. Grant Metzger with 9. Drew Roskam with 5. Jesse Marcus with 4. Cole Slicner with 4. Pete Menage with 3, and C.J. Ross with 2. Mustangs were led tonight by Tanner Versteeg. He had 26 points. Reed Guzzi chipped in 9. And then we had Evan Voss and Austin Hangay with 7 each. And Alex Schwartzman with 3, Jesse Korseman with 2, Jake Hilbrands with 2, and Jordan Cruz with 2. And the biggest stat that sticks out is we were outscored on the free throw line 21-2.
21-2 from the free throw line. So that's a big stat. That'll be interesting when they get that at Fox News in the morning, when they put that on their on their morning show there. Well, a great night of basketball here, Siouxland Conference basketball, and a great time bringing it to you. So we want to thank you for listening. We'll be back on the air Friday night, bring you the live action from GLR Gymnasium. Boyden Hall will be the opponent, and Lord willing and the creek don't rise, Kenny and I will be back here to bring it to you. So
you betcha.
Look forward to that, and in the meantime, thanks for listening to the GLR Radio Network.
You're listening to the GLR Radio Network.